Right then, X-Wing fans, we're here with our Saturday tournament of October. I'm joined by Steve Theobald.
Hi, how you doing?
And Ryan Sharp.
Hello, guys.
I'm sure I got that right.
Yes.
Yeah.
Thanks, John.
Ryan Smith. No, I don't know why I've got that in my head. Maybe because we've got Paul Smith on the stream.
Yeah, Paul Smith. And I keep calling Josh Ince Paul Ince.
Oh, do you?
Yeah.
Well, you know, we're both.
I can't get it out of my head.
We're both United fans,
Yeah, I
aren't
know.
we?
It's amazing.
You know, so Paul Ince, before he defected to the Liverpool people.
Yeah.
If this wasn't a live stream, I'd be saying something different. But yeah, it's all good. So welcome, Ryan. I've done this before. Have you done this before?
I have never been backstage.
Oh, really?
Never.
In the commentary room.
What do you think?
No, it's good fun, isn't it?
Yeah.
We could just sit here and watch someone else play badly instead of me playing badly.
Okay, so Saturday tournament. This is our second 2.0 tournament at Warlords.
It is, yeah, and this is the first event in our new season, as we're calling it.
Yes.
It'll run from October to October. The top players Saturday and Sunday will win a veteran coin and an invite to the veterans event.
Yeah.
The start of the new season,
Which will be this time next year, roughly.
Yeah, roughly. Yeah.
That's good. I think that's really cool. So just as a bit more on that for anybody that's listening back or listening in that knows or doesn't know about that, it's kind of like a really cool thing. So instead of spending a load of money to go to the Coruscant invitation, I mean, who wants to go to that? You know,
Who cares about America?
The UK guys just win it anyway.
Yeah.
It's not a big deal.
Most of them were here today.
Yeah. So what it is that. So am I right in saying that you can only ever win one token? So
you can, yeah. If you win a second one, you are expected to pass it down to the next player.
Yeah. So if you win two in a row, let's say you win Saturday and you win Sunday, you won't get one for the Sunday, but the second place person will get one. Yeah. So at the end of the year, you're going to have 24 people with these tokens.
Yeah. And
there's another 10 available.
There's another 10. Might be a few more. We're not quite sure on the numbers yet, and they will be available to the players with the highest accumulative MOV. So it rewards loyalty, basically.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So if you want to come down to Warlords and play in the tournaments, you know, there's more expensive tournaments out there, but there's not more
fun.
There's not more fun out there. Yeah. So Luke T says the coins look sexy. I know you've posted a picture of them on Facebook, John.
Yeah, the picture really doesn't do them justice. They are proper metal. They're exactly the same size as the Fantasy Flight ones that they used to do.
Nice. Oh, right, so there's quite large.
Yeah, so they're quite large. So if you, Rasta, for example, has his coin actually in his tray. They made a special slot for his tray. If anybody's got anything like that made, they will fit directly in the tray
that's
position.
Really cool.
So.
Thought of everything then, John.
Yeah, well, I'll try.
So, if you ever watch Rasta and Ash, John is like the one they call John the director, and you can see we can see the setup we've got here, which is incredible.
Very impressive.
Very impressive, and we love coming in here and doing the stream. And our first game to kick us off is Shane O'Brien versus Paul Smith. So, should we have a chat about their lists?
Yeah,
go for it. Who do you want to start with?
You start with Shane. You go first.
So he's got the Forlom, but very light version of Forlom with just 000 and crack shot.
Yeah. So Forlom's your guy that can give out the stress at range 0 to 1 at the end of the turn, and
he's left a lot of room, I think, to fit other ships in rather than just go very heavy on upgrades on a few ships. He's gone for quite a few ships.
So crack shot, when you perform primary attack, if the defender is in your bullseye arc, before neutralise result step, you may spend one charge to cancel one evade. So it's about pushing that extra damage through.
Yes.
That's a one-shot use, and it's only 1 point. So
you've got to line up really good though, which is going to be difficult against Vader and Fel.
Yeah, I think with aces, flying against aces, and then again a pilot of Paul Smith's calibre, you know, we're looking quite a tough game here, I think, for Shane.
It does provide a bit of threat though. If one of those ships does fall into Forlom's bullseye arc, it's something they've got to consider.
Yeah. So we've got 000 or 000 or 000 or whatever people are calling him. I like to call him Silver 3PO. Yeah, with red eyes. He's got Sith eyes.
Yeah.
And he's got obviously an Iron Man thing in his hand there on the picture.
Well, he tortures you with a smile, I think.
I think what it is, you may have not recognised him because he has a blue hand.
Yeah.
Great storyline.
Yeah, great storyline. So 000, again, he's a range 0 to 1 type effect. So at the start of the engagement phase, you may choose one enemy ship at range 0 to 1. If you do, you gain 1 calculate token, unless that ship chooses to gain 1 stress token. So it's a great little stress giver, especially buckled up with Forlom's ability. If they then choose to take that stress from 000 or 000, then Forlom will just pass that second stress on at the end. So you're double stressing yourself by getting into range 0, 1 of Forlom.
Yeah, the fact that they both have the same range, the pilot ability and the card.
Yeah, I think it works pretty well.
Yeah, do synergize quite well.
Then we got Scum Han. So trick shot. Well, obviously we know what trick shot is, and that works well with Han's ability.
Always have trick shot on Scum Han.
Yeah, Han gives extra dice for days when he's near rocks.
Yeah.
And then obviously trick shot, if you're firing through that rock, it gives you that another extra dice.
Yes.
And sitting with Tim Marsden on Tuesday, he was talking to me about mechanics, and he's basically saying the more dice you can roll, the better.
Oh yeah, definitely. You can get Scum Han up to 6, which is not bad for a 2 primary ship.
Yeah, exactly. Well, not bad at all.
No.
Perceptive co-pilot, so double focus. Yeah. Lando Calrissian. Now this card really interests me. The Lando Calrissian card. So you can spend. This is why he's put perceptive on there.
Yes, to fuel Lando.
Yeah. So he can Lando. He can spend a green token to re-roll 2 of his dice, and that's on attack or defense. Yeah,
any colour doesn't matter. Just when you roll dice.
And then obviously rig cargo shoot. So if he's getting chased, he can.
Well, he wants to be shooting through obstacles, so adding obstacles to the board seems like a good idea.
And Lando's Falcon. I'm not sure. You can
Lando's Falcon. It lets the autopilot drone dock to Han Solo. He can spend the autopilot drone shields when he takes damage, and when he shoots at a stressed ship, he gets an extra attack dice.
Wow! So it's like a 3.
So if you get Han Solo's pilot ability, trick shot, and Lando's title all to work together, you go up to 5 primary essentially.
Yeah. So that's another mechanic for adding dice.
And if you get the range 1 die as well, that's how you get the 6th.
Cool. Okay. Then he's got autopilot drone, which I'm guessing he's got docked.
Yes, it's not on the board at the moment, so yeah.
So there's a tactic with the autopilot drone, which is floating about. It's because obviously this is the one where it goes off after 3 charges. So every move it reduces it by a charge.
Yes.
And after the 3rd charge is gone, it blows up.
It does.
Yeah. So what you've got there, the little tactic that people are doing is they're keeping it undocked, using 2 of the charges and then docking it.
Yeah. So it's effectively like a homing proton bomb.
Yeah, and the good thing about it is that when you actually deploy it, you can actually use the dial to choose the maneuver and the speed.
You can go front or back.
That's nice.
For the template in the Falcon as well. So even though it's docked in the front, it can deploy out the back.
Yeah. Oh. So it's like a.
Which is a bit strange.
If you're flying against swarms, I think that would be ridiculous.
It's a lot of threat. Yeah. For sure, and the fact that it gives Han essentially 2 extra health, which are shields as well, which is important. Yeah. So he can spend the shields, and then at whatever point he wants, he can put the drone out to put a bit more threat on the board, deny a bit more area in the middle.
Yeah.
The crucial thing though is that if it is shot to death while it still has charges active, it doesn't detonate.
Yes, that's correct.
So if Paul finds it and gets rid of it quickly enough, he can stop it detonating near him.
Yeah.
The other problem it has is it's not quite as fast as a TIE fighter or Suntif L.
The fastest is a 3 forward.
I think so. Yeah, I'm not sure. I could be wrong.
So and then he's got a couple of bin liner pirates.
Yes.
Both banana pirates. Yeah, both with dead man switch, and that's pretty.
Yeah.
That shows me he's just going to fly.
They're just flying bombs,
yeah,
in effect. So they've got 4 health, haven't they? 2 shields.
Yeah, 2 health, 2 shields.
Yeah.
They've got a barrel roll now as well, which is.
Oh, have they?
It's put some life into that ship. Yeah, it was a bit of a.
Cool.
It was kind of a bit of a joke ship at one point, wasn't it? The kind of afterthought ship, or you just put harpoons on it and flew it near something. But now with the barrel roll, it's red barrel roll, but it is actually a much more manoeuvrable ship than it used to be.
Yeah, I think you can see the way that Shane set those up and he's just moved them forwards. Is that he's not afraid just to put them in and lose those points. I mean, let's be honest, it's like 26 points per ship.
Well, yeah.
So
the thing about 1.0 is, when did you ever see, if you ever saw a Z on the board, it definitely had a missile of some kind strapped to it just to fire off before it died. But these, in their own right, are actually worth the points now, I think.
I think you're right. I mean, they're cheap and cheerful, and they're the Scum Swarm ship, aren't they?
Yeah. I think the Skik's gone up a little bit in price. The Skik is slightly more expensive than the Z now.
Which is a shame, because I would love to have put 7 of those on the table.
Yeah, I've not really seen any of them, to be fair.
No, maybe I should do a campaign to bring them back.
Yeah.
Bring back Sunny Bounder.
Yeah, bring back Sunny Band, definitely.
He's a bit rubbish, to be fair.
Yeah,
so Peepo or Paul, he's flying Vader, Fel, two Academy pilots, so naked ties. So they're easy to talk about. So I think they're just there for the bait.
Well, they're the Imperial version of the Z, aren't they? They're just, they block things quite well. The dial's very good. You all know what the TIE Fighter's like. You pay 23 points, whatever it is, and you get 23 points worth.
Of course, yeah. And then what's happened there, you can see Paul's literally put them straight into the middle of the board, and he's brought Vader around the side.
Yeah, Vader's sneaking around. He's spotted a Z, and he's target locked it.
Yeah. So if he can take one of those Zs out before, one of the ties goes, I think whoever loses their two first is probably going to be on a bit of a back foot.
Now this is interesting. I didn't think Suntier would come back.
Yeah, so Suntier with Predator. Now Predator that's the re-rolling bullseye arc at range 1, isn't it?
Well no, it's not range 1. If the target of your attack is in your bullseye arc, you may re-roll an attack die.
So again,
it's only 2 points though.
Yeah,
it's really cheap.
And what I found with the bullseye arc, for me personally playing it, is that bullseye arc is really, really good the smaller the base of the ship.
I agree. Yes.
So large base ships, it's really going to be tough to get. Like on Forlom, on a medium base, it's going to be tough to get that crack shot.
Yeah, I agree.
Unless someone flies straight out.
And you can see Suntier there's clearly got bullseye on it. It should keep
of course.
Kind of makes sense in a way, though, doesn't it?
Yeah. So then, obviously, where Paul's put all his points, in effect, 93 points, is Vader. So supernatural reflexes, which allows him to spend the force to
boost a barrel
before any manoeuvres.
But if he boosts, he will take a damage. Sometimes that's worth it, but you can't be doing it all the time.
Of course. And then he's got a fire control system for the re-rolls.
Yeah.
And then afterburners. So on a 3, 4 or 5 manoeuvre, you can spend a charge on afterburners to do a free boost.
Yeah.
Even if you're stressed.
Yes, which is
really
key. Because Vader's got like a 3 Talon roll.
Yeah.
So in theory he could barrel roll with supernatural, do a Talon roll, and then boost with afterburners.
Yeah.
And just be wherever he wants to be.
Yeah.
There's so much flexibility with that ship.
And obviously Vader's ability is that he can spend as many force charges as he likes to perform that many extra actions.
Yeah. The key thing here as well is Paul has given Shane initiative, so Han moves before Vader and Suntier fell, so they move with perfect information.
Yeah.
Which will probably make a huge difference.
Yeah, so I think we may have some combat. I'm not sure.
Looks like it. I think Han's trying to line up the TIE Fighter that bumped the other one. Yeah. Because it's got no token, so it's an easier shot. And both his Zeds will probably shoot the same target.
And I'm thinking as well that he's looking at whether or not that's obstructed to get all his shenanigans off.
Well, I think they're just checking it's in range.
Yeah, it's range 3, but
it's so close. But I think he did have it.
Yeah, he hasn't. It's not through the asteroid, I don't think.
Okay.
No, it should sneak around the left side of the asteroid.
Yeah.
But it was very close for range. I think they've decided it's in, but I'm not sure. So just a 2 dice attack.
They're not using the dice tray. We have got a new dice tray installed, haven't we, John?
We have. Whether we'll see it in play and then remember to use it is a different story. But
so he spent one of his focus tokens with Lando to reroll the blank, and then he spent the other focus token to modify the eyeball that resulted.
Okay, with Suntier on him, so he's now.
So we've got 2 hits there.
Yeah, so he spent both tokens to turn a blank to a hit, basically.
Okay, so there we go. It's a bit.
So the Academy is completely blanked, it looks like, and taking 2 damage. So
That didn't quite work.
No.
It's not looking good for the Academy.
No.
Can't adjust that while I haven't got dice on.
Yeah, he did take 2 damage. It's got 1 health left, no tokens, and 3 ships pointing at it. That's going to be a problem. I think this is Vader. This is 3 dice. So reroll 1 with fire control. He can turn a hit to a crit with the TIE advanced ability.
Yeah.
And then he can spend his focus if he wants.
Okay, so there's got
2 hits and a crit.
Yeah. And then that looks like an evade to me.
Evade. No, it's focus.
So there's no. Is he spending the Z?
Or is it Suntier shooting? Suntier's shooting Han, isn't he? Because it's reached. Because it was only 1 die. So that was Suntier Han.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, sorry, my ball.
So Han's taken 3 shields. Well, he's taken 2 off the drone.
And then 1 off Han.
So Han's actually absorbed that, has he?
No, he took all 3.
Right.
But if you've got a drone docked If you've got a
right,
statecraft docked,
okay.
you may use its shields as your own.
Yeah.
Okay.
The important thing about that now is that the drone doesn't actually do anything for hand now while it's docked.
Yeah.
2 evades.
Yeah, so 2 hits a crit, 2 evades.
Yeah. So just 1 damage on the Z. At the top.
Yeah.
We are working to get these dice a bit more clearly shown.
Yeah.
We just need some blue material or something, I think.
Yeah,
Or,
I think so.
Just show.
Some of it will just because obviously
we're on
it
a
goes,
grey background at the moment, which
it goes
makes
see-through,
tricky.
doesn't
Yeah.
it? Can we not put a piece of white paper down on it?
No, because it's white, isn't it? You got to contrast it against white.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's tricky.
And then you got to contrast it against green and red as well.
Oh right, so black then.
Well, no, black doesn't work at all
No.
for chroma keying for some reason. I don't know why.
Okay, so I don't know what's gone on here. So
Forlom's taking a shot at one of the TIE fighters.
well, he's rolled 4 defence dice.
Yeah, because it's ranged.
So it's 2 evade by the looks of it.
Was it
Yeah, so range 3.
Was it the front academy or was it the other academy?
So
So Forlom didn't have range on the academy that bumped the other one, I think. So he shot the close one.
Yeah.
And it took a damage.
Okay,
And then
so
the Zeds are now going to pile in on the
So that's-
academy with 1 health.
So that's 2 hits. So he spent the
2
focus
hits,
to
yeah.
turn 1 to a hit, and then we've got looks like a lot of blanks there. So 1 evade by looks of things.
Yeah, 1 evade and several
Kill the
blanks.
academy.
The dice thing's a bit sketchy.
Yes, I think it needs to be close to the centre. It might be if it was over the mat as opposed to over the player
That
things.
music's going to go on the stream.
Yeah.
Okay, so it looks like an evade there.
Just the 1 evade
Yeah,
again. How many hits did the Z roll?
I didn't see.
See if Paul changes the overlay at all. I don't think he has, so I think he got away with it. But the academy, because it's pilot skill 1, can still shoot,
Yeah.
even though it's dead.
It's 1 hit, 1 evade. Oh no, focus.
Yeah, so it's focus.
Yeah, so the academy does a damage to Han.
Yeah.
And then the other academy's got just the Zeds in arc, I think.
Yeah, I think he's out. Oh, so one of the academies is gone.
Yeah,
The other academy's lost
1 hull.
one hull.
And then he can shoot. So he's got both Zeds at range 3, but I think Forlom's probably out. I could be wrong. Han's
So
definitely
yeah,
out.
so he's going to go into the Z towards the top of the screen.
Yeah, the 1 Vader's plinked to damage on.
Yeah.
Definitely, it's the right
So
choice.
it's a focus and a hit.
And the Z rolls an evade.
Yeah.
So the Z gets away with it.
Yeah.
And then it's a new round.
Yeah. So back to Dials.
Okay.
I'm not sure entirely where Han is going to go because there's an asteroid right in his face.
Yeah.
If you're watching on the stream, give us a shout out. Let us know who's watching.
Yep.
We like to chat.
Are we
Ask us questions.
are we dual streaming?
We are. We're on Twitch and YouTube.
Cool. Yeah, so we're really interested to hear from you guys. It's always good when you guys interact with us in the studio, because do you know what? It becomes less about us talking about game mechanics and more about us interacting with you.
I agree.
So I think that's I think with a live stream, I think that's essential.
Yes.
To, get people involved. Even if you can't be here, you can still get involved with us at store here. But if you can't be here, why not? Get here next month. Do it the month after.
Definitely. Yeah.
Yeah, it's
know?
always worth a trip down.
Get the missus to buy you tickets for a Christmas present for the December tournament.
Yeah.
That sort of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And gift vouchers are available.
Yeah.
That's true.
Do you know what I do? We do have to do a little bit of housekeeping.
Of course. That's only right.
Yeah,
It's a lot of effort to put the stream together.
definitely.
But the store's done an amazing job with it.
Yeah, I mean the tabletop software that is used, obviously with the
It is amazing. I mean,
the overlay is so good.
yeah. If anybody's wondering what we use, search out tabletop.to. Dennis, Australian guy, he's put this together. He's done an amazing job.
Yeah, it's
It
ridiculous.
is very impressive.
It'd be nice to put a list builder in there as well. So you build the list actually in the software, and then you can just port it straight to.
Yeah.
I think I'm not sure he doesn't have something to do with yet another squad builder. To be honest with you.
Oh really?
That's the one he recommended to use.
Yeah.
For his software, so
he likes the format.
Maybe that's it.
Yeah. So John Vickery, hi John. How is it,
John?
How is it down in sunny wherever you are? Down south coast somewhere.
Yeah.
Plymouth, isn't it? It's near that's where John is.
Is it Plymouth or Portsmouth? I always get this
It's
mixed
Plymouth.
up.
It's down near Exeter, and their local is Curtin Games down there.
Ah, okay.
Curtin Games, it's not one I've heard of.
Yeah,
I suppose it's quite a long way.
Yeah, I mean, I always thought it was like the things you draw at night to keep the dark out. It's not that sort of curtain apparently. So
is it not?
No.
Is there another type?
Is it just me, or is Paul thinning a bit on top? So Richard Campbell, hi Rich. So me and Rich had a few drinks last night. It was nice.
Okay.
Yeah. And
was there cracking involved?
No. Well, there was for Rich. It was Captain Morgan's for me. But,
okay.
But that's by the by. I don't know. Let's wait till Paul. That's an interesting question.
If he,
no,
I think it's just a lie. I think
I think Paul's got a very, very good head of hair.
I really can't call that at all. I mean, let's be honest.
Yeah, to be fair. But
if he's going thin on top, Rich, it's really not as bad as me.
Yeah. So last month we were talking about John having a green Mohican on the street. So I see you've shaved that off and dyed it orange.
Yeah.
And I did say orange, not ginger. It's the best way.
Absolutely.
Hi, Lewis. So yeah, so Rich are you not playing? Because I left him, he was playing some random computer game with his kids. It was quite cool. Okay, wet and windy down in Plymouth. There you go, Plymouth.
Local store's Dark Star.
Oh, which have a comp today. Are you playing in it, John, or are you preferring to watch the proper players on the stream? Only joking. But I'm not.
One of the Zeds is not happy that Vader took his shield away.
So
he's gone chasing after him.
Yeah, so he's obviously turned his focus, but surely Vader should be able to get out of that. He should. Paul would have seen that.
I would have thought so. With the supernatural, he can.
Now one of the ties has gone. Oh, he's K'd it.
No, that is a K. Interesting K.
So it would be now very interesting if Paul just one-forwarded with that tie, because then that Z.
What, the TIE fighter?
Yeah.
It can't one forwards. It's too slow for it.
Yeah, they're fast, aren't they? The ties.
Oh right, so it's hard.
Yeah, I thought he would try and hard to towards Han and block it up, and then Sunte can come in the side and put some shots in.
You're not bad at this game, are you?
That's what I thought might happen, but I wasn't sure.
Yeah. So next time I'm going to push you to call it before the move gets done.
Oh god, here we go.
Yeah.
Well, if I was Vader, I probably would want forwards, but with a barrel roll to the left before. I'm not a Vader player. I don't know what I'm saying. I think the tie is just trying to get in the way. You know, Paul doesn't really care if the tie dies. If they're shooting at the TIE fighter, they're not shooting at Sunte Fel, and that's quite a good thing.
Yeah.
If your Sunte Fel not being shot at is ideal.
Yeah.
He's put them in blocking positions.
Well, the best shots to dodge are the ones that don't ever happen.
Exactly.
Who said that to me the other day? Was it you?
Not me.
Sounds like a very wise thing to say.
Yeah. The best dice you roll.
I just joust everything.
That you don't have to. Apparently. The best defence dice you roll are the ones you don't have to.
It's probably tin. That sounds like a tin.
Yeah, it probably was. It may be on the stream from Tuesday, which you can go back and watch on the Twitch channel.
I have.
John says he's working, but I really don't see how that works.
No. So what are you working at? Are you working at watching stuff on your phone? Watching X-Wing and listening to...
Sat in the toilet.
Yeah, I'm on a toilet break.
Yeah.
Morning all, it's Siwy Saris.
Who's a subscriber, I believe.
Yeah.
Because he's got the Weekend Warlord symbol. So welcome.
Yeah, welcome. And thanks for tuning in.
And subscribing.
Yeah. So commentating on this particular one, we've got Ryan, and we've got myself, Steve, and we've got producer John. Director John.
Director.
Sorry, I downgraded.
Yeah. Get it right.
Okay, Sunte's just going to be blocked by. But
what I don't
the thing
get...
about Sunte is he's got a ship in bullseye, so he'll still get a focus, and he can still shoot forlong. So it's not really the end of the world for Sunte Fel.
No, and but Han's lost the shot. I mean, he can shoot out the back to the.
As I said, it's good for Suntier.
Slow morning with no boss. There we go.
That sounds alright.
That means you are the boss, John.
Yes.
Yeah. So do you know something? Give yourself the day off. It's fine. Tell it if anyone.
Well, I think he has. He's watching next week.
Yeah, of course. And getting paid for it.
Yeah.
So if anyone complains, mate, just tell them I said it was all right.
Yeah. Show your boss isn't watching the stream.
Yeah.
Just send them to Steve.
Yeah, just send them to me. I'll be fine. You know, and I'll get the cape out. And I'll say,
I'm surprised you're not wearing it.
No, I'm not playing today, am I? So,
What? Your cape's purple, isn't it?
it is.
That would be perfect material for the backing for the dice tray.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Can we have a square of it?
Yeah, we can.
Just cut a hole out the middle.
Yeah.
It'll still work.
I'll exchange it for a brand new Weekend Warlords hoodie.
Oh, really? Yeah.
No, I won't. I do want to get some kind of Weekend Warlords iron-on transfer on it, though.
Oh, that'd be cool. We should have team capes.
Team capes.
Yeah, definitely.
You should.
Yeah. Why not?
Because that means I'm then not unique.
That's your problem, not mine.
Oh, right,
We'll just give you the biggest cape.
Yeah, it'll just be the biggest cape.
Yeah.
For the
With a
biggest-
collar.
For the yeah.
Yeah.
With a car.
Collar.
I was going to say, if you're going to give me a car, I'm in. I'm happy to everyone to have capes. Well, Rasta couldn't wear a cape though; his hair would get in the way.
Oh,
That's
true.
true.
You know,
There's a problem.
We just cut his hair off. Can you imagine?
seriously, it'd be like Samson, Delilah. He'd literally lose all his powers. Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Drug him and cut his hair off. Don't tell him who's done it.
It won't
No,
be-
it's on the stream. No,
Yeah.
no.
That's not about any kind of illicit behaviour or shenanigans at all. Okay, so Suntier has done the block, so we've got back into the combat phase now. So there's a
And shooting the TIE fighter behind him.
Yeah, so it's 2 dice.
So again, he's using Lando to re-roll the dice rather than
We've got
spending his focuses.
hit
forward.
and
I'm not sure that that's. a
It's his only
wise
target.
thing. No, I know, but I'm not sure that's a wise thing with taking
Sure
shots
what
back.
that
You
was.
know.
Was it, did he get? So he got one evade, took a critical, which I'm not sure what it was.
Well, they'll
They
Put it on the
should
overlay, yeah.
put it on the overlay.
We shall see.
Hull
It is a
breach.
hull breach, which is going to be
well, it's
not the
pointless.
worst thing to get when you've got
Pointless.
one health.
Yeah,
left.
it makes no odds. It may as well
No.
just been a damage.
Yes.
You know, when you've got 1 hull left.
Yeah. So
What it might do though is it might burn for a couple of cars and get rid of maybe a couple of double damages.
If the next one is like a direct hit,
Yeah,
and then you get suddenly another card
which is also direct.
and a direct
It'll
hit,
take
and it just
those
keeps
out of
going
deck.
off. Yeah.
So it's worth maybe.
You could end up taking five damage cards from one hit,
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
which is unpleasant when it happens to you.
Well, that happened to Tom, didn't it?
Yes.
At UKTC.
His Decimator had like 1 health left, and then it took like 2 hits, and suddenly there was 10 damage cards out on the table, and I was like, "What is going on?"
Yeah, because it just changed. Because
Yeah.
the critical is just brutal.
Oh, it's
in
horrible.
2.0. I love it. I think it's really good
Yeah.
because it makes you think twice about just. Oh, can I tank this? Can I not tank this?
Yeah.
Because one bad crit can ruin your day.
There has been a lot of chat
What's that?
about.
Is that hit,
Hit
crit?
crit, yeah, I
Yeah.
think so.
Yeah.
Hit crit. So
Suntier fell into Fallen, I think.
yeah, so 3 dice. No, it's not Forlom. Forlom's only got 1.
Well, it's ranged through.
That's 3 evade there.
Was that 3 natural evade?
Yeah, it's 3
Yeah,
natural evade.
Suntier fell in Fallen. You have to do better than that to hit Fallen.
Yeah, I mean Forlom's a
Yeah.
tank.
Absolutely.
I'm flying Forlom tomorrow.
Yeah.
You need to get Forlom on the time. I know you love the mist.
Yeah.
You need to get Forlom.
It's
Is
a
it good?
viable ship
Yeah,
now.
ridiculous.
In 1.0, it was not. In any build, there
Is
wasn't
that-
a reason to fly.
It's
it,
actually a thing.
Yes.
Okay, so Daniel Walsh, hi Daniel, Morning Warlords. What I love about 2nd edition is how thematic it is. Look at the Falcon now and compared to the early days of 1st edition, where you'd be watching two Falco, I'm guessing Falcons,
Yeah.
crawl up and down one side of the map. I wasn't about then.
Yeah,
I
that's before my time.
Yeah, so you're a bit more of a veteran than me.
I mean, that
Dan.
was really early days though, because there wasn't many ships around.
No.
I mean, that's.
Yeah. What was the Falcon like Wave 2 or something? Wasn't it? Like
But,
Yeah,
really
yeah.
The thematic part of it is actually a thing.
Yeah,
you know?
definitely.
And I think what he's saying there is quite right, because when you put like Wedge, Luke,
Yeah.
you know, not
Red
so,
Squadron's a list.
not so much Thane, yeah, but Wedge and the guy, the captain, what's his name?
Who? Garvin.
Red Leader, Garvin. That's him.
Yeah.
Garvin Dreys or whatever it is.
Yeah.
That's actually a competitive list.
Yeah, it's all right.
You know, and Luke is just ridiculous. Luke is the current incarnation of Poe at the moment.
Yeah, he is definitely.
So that was one evading the focus there role from Paul.
It's pretty good.
But yeah, I do love the thematic part of it. You know, it actually feels a
agree.
bit more like Star Wars.
We're talking about these characters that are actually in the films now.
In a way, though, it's been kind of easier for Fantasy Flight with second edition because they're bringing 14. Is it 14 waves?
Yeah.
Straight into a new game.
Yeah.
So
That's a
they've
huge
got.
amount of work, though.
It's a huge amount of work, but then you can
impressive.
see all the work.
Yes.
Rather than bringing it out a bit at a time.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
you know.
The thing that impresses me is the amount of stuff that is in all the conversion kits is huge.
Yeah.
And overall, it's actually very well balanced.
Yeah, it's
I
really
think.
ridiculous. I think when I got my Scum conversion kit, I was really impressed with the amount of stuff that you got in there.
Yeah.
You know,
Me
for what
too.
was it? It was like 20, 30 quid, 35 quid,
40
something
quid,
like
I think
that.
they go
Yeah.
40 to 45 usually. But still, you get a huge amount of card and cardboard.
And
for that money.
I'm like proper excited about First Order coming out.
Oh yeah, me too. Definitely.
I so want the Upsilon to be a thing.
Yes.
So I've got
Have you seen its built-in ability with the cannon?
yeah. So you get an extra dice. on
Extra
your
dice with
cannon.
every cannon shot.
Yeah,
That's not bad.
it's a shame cannons are a bit rubbish.
I don't know. 5 dice iron cannon sounds alright.
Yeah, maybe, but they haven't got a rear arc
No.
like they've added to the Lambda,
Yes.
and they haven't really changed any of the pilot abilities. So they
No,
haven't really
Major
changed the
Striding
shit.
is amazing as a pilot ability. The only problem with Major Striding has always been what can you afford to fit with him to support.
Yeah.
That's always been the Upsilon's problem in 1.8.
So I think the real strength is going to come from the ties.
Probably.
So I think you're gonna see a list of Upsilon and 3
Have you seen a Mega Leader?
PS6. isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, a bit silly. Really.
Absolute filth.
So she's
It's really horrible.
she's a better pilot than Kylo.
Apparently so. I think it's just because the fact every faction needs a 6 somewhere, and Kylo isn't
Well, why
it.
not give it to Kylo?
You can't give him a PS6 just because he's a big character. He's not that much of a pilot.
Vader got it.
Yeah, but Vader's a really good pilot.
So is Kylo.
He's alright.
Do you know him? A little bit.
Yeah, a little bit. I don't talk about it.
Okay. Fair enough.
I thought it was quite good. He seemed to fly through that ship all right.
He does a really cool barrel roll.
Yeah.
And then
Oh well.
bails out of firing a shot.
Yeah.
Spoilers. But yeah.
Spoilers?
Yeah.
Oh, what for the Last Jedi?
Yeah.
Oh right. If you've not seen the Last Jedi yet,
That's kind of your fault.
yeah. Go see it.
it's been out long enough.
Yeah.
Yeah. Go see it at the cinema today.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See how-
Queue up.
and tell us how you get on when you
Yeah. Yeah.
I didn't see Last Jedi. Yeah, that like.
I agree with you there. The new faction should be a lot of fun. I'm looking forward to Resistance as well.
Yeah, well, Resistance was your thing, really, wasn't
Well,
it?
the Resistance Bomber was one of my favourite ships in 1.0 towards the end.
But interestingly, you didn't really fly that with the trajectory simulator, did you?
Yeah. Two Resistance Bombers with trajectory simulator.
Yeah, you did. I remember now.
Bomblets and thermal detonators everywhere.
Yeah, I love playing against you.
Just, yeah. I
'Cause
worked
it
out.
was like a bomb off.
Yeah, the list I had, if you count bomblet generator as one bomb, I had more bombs than primary attack dice in my list to drop. It's quite nice.
Yeah. So he's K-turn with the Z there.
Yeah, what else would you do?
Maybe go round to try and get behind Vader.
I don't know. You just kind of get guns on the target, haven't you, at this point?
Yeah, but he's not going to get guns on the target, is he?
Well, Vader's probably going to bail around back to the right and towards Han, I would have thought, with a barrel roll beforehand. He's clearly going to supernatural barrel roll. He's already made that decision.
Yeah.
But he can...
I mean, Shane's got a lot of arcs pointing in all sorts of different directions.
I know.
Yeah, he's committed to Vader coming to this side, but the thing about Vader is Vader hasn't committed to which side he's going to go at this point, because he's probably got a straight manoeuvre on his dial, I would suspect.
Well, I would.
So you're calling Vader with a straight manoeuvre? A straight
Probably.
3?
Yeah, I would probably go straight quick. I would expect
So,
to come around the right hand side.
I'm going to call on Vader, a barrel roll to the right, and then a 2-bank in.
You think?
Yeah.
You think they'll get around?
Oh,
That rock's a big rock.
right,
Vader
coming,
cares.
right coming that way. Barrel roll
Right as we look at it.
to that way.
His
So
rear.
that way, yeah?
Yeah.
Sorry, you can't see which way I'm pointing, but
So,
I'm pointing towards Paul. So we're saying that Vader's going to go towards Paul
yeah.
with a barrel roll.
Now Ryan has put the element of
no,
doubt in my mind.
I think he's going to go that side, but I'm not sure what exactly the move's going to be. It's going to go quite quick.
So we were talking about the
Here comes
hull
the rig
breach.
cargo.
Right, the hull breach
Yeah.
on the TIE fighter. The TIE fighter died last turn,
Yes.
and he did take that direct hit.
Yeah.
So that's quite nice. So what's going
Yeah,
on
so this is
there?
going to drop rig cargo right on top of Suntir.
Yeah.
So whatever Suntir's got on his dial is going to get a stress, which is going to leave him without any green tokens. Unless he gets fall on in bullseye with his manoeuvre.
I do like rig cargo because it just doesn't disappear. It's not like a prox mine that just blows
Yeah,
up.
the way it permanently changes the board state is interesting.
Yeah.
There's not many effects that do that. Seismic is the one that goes the opposite way, isn't it? Seismic charges.
So Paul has to roll now because it's been ruled now that these things go off straight away if you drop them.
Even debris?
Yeah,
Oh,
I think
okay.
so.
I thought the prox mine did, but the rig cargo chute didn't. Maybe I'm wrong. I'm happy to be wrong. But I think
I don't
Suntir has to
know.
move.
We'll see. I'm sure.
That's the way I thought it was.
Hashtag don't ask Ash will be able to tell us.
Yeah. What's Suntir gonna do?
Yeah.
Oh,
So it obviously negates the actions.
yeah.
Oh, I think you're right actually that it won't go until that template goes through it, because if it did, you could do the blue and get rid of the stress from the
Yeah.
cargo chute.
We can't tell from this angle, but whether or not the shot from Han into Suntir is through the debris is going to be very important because it's going to give Han 2 extra dice.
Yeah, yeah.
He's already got the stress die because of Lando's pilot, so when Han shoots at Suntir, he'll have 3 dice because
Yeah.
of Lando's title.
Did Paul roll for the damage on the debris?
I don't know. I was busy waffling.
Yeah, yeah. I was looking.
Yeah, Vader's gone quick.
So
He's gone to save his friend.
Yeah.
So guys, if you want to look at any of the lists that are being played today, this 28-man tournament, although it's 27,
Yeah.
because we're missing a player, you can go to that link that's on your screen now, and you will see everybody's lists written there.
Yeah.
Yeah. We were talking about having MOV across the year is very good. And I'm off to a great start because I got the bye first round. Which is why I'm here.
Yeah.
So that's quite
So
cool.
I'm already ahead in the MOV race.
You're winning.
Exactly.
You're winning.
But
In fact, we could put that up now on the stream on Tabletop TO, and you'd be at the top of the
You'd be at the
chart.
I'm going to drop
Should,
now.
should we
That's
do
it.
that?
Why would you do
Quite
that?
happy. Because I'm leading, that's it. I've got some MOV.
Okay, cool. So the good thing is that you only we came up with the new rule.
Do we put a score in? Do we put you
Yeah.
200 in?
I don't know what the
Yeah.
buy score is.
Well, it's got to be 200.
It's not a buy. Ash said it wasn't a buy. He said it was a no-show, so you get 200 mil.
Aye, cool.
And then if he doesn't turn up within that, then they're dropping him, and anyone else after gets a buy.
Fair. Can I have some more MOV than that? Is that my maximum?
Well, that's what Ash said. I mean, he might change it. You know what Ash is like.
The 200 0. I don't know.
So I'm not sure whether Paul rolled for the damage on that debris. I will ask him because that's going to do my OCD no favours.
There you go.
Yeah.
Why are you looking at that? Look.
Shane Evans second though.
Yeah,
Yeah. He's doing well considering he's not in the building.
yeah.
It's a good solid start from Shane.
Yeah. Shane, where are you?
Yeah.
You're
This is
losing.
where he pops up in chat.
He just did.
Okay.
Oh, he just did. So that was rolling for the damage. Thank you.
You'd think with 3 sets of eyes in here, we'd actually know what's going on.
Well,
but
we're all
you'd
wearing
be
glasses.
surprised.
So that's 6.
Ah,
that's
yeah.
that's two hits.
You're making it even worse now.
Shane asked him about debris roll, and he rolled.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh right, cool.
Oh, Suntir's lost a health, but crucially it was a hit, not a crit, I guess.
Yeah.
Because there's no crit shown in the overlay. So Suntir gets away with it.
So I'm guessing that the Falcon is now going to do a hard 2 next turn.
Oh, absolutely.
He's not stressed, so
Vader's on him now.
Yeah.
And the thing,
Wow, that's 2 crits.
what
on a
Vader's
hit.
done quite
Yeah.
cleverly is baited everything else away.
Yeah, yeah.
So Forlom and the Zeds are out of it for a couple of turns now, and the other 2 can just
I'm not so
focus on
sure.
Direct hit.
Yeah.
This direct hit on solo.
it. Yeah. Vader and Suntir can kill Han before anything else shows up now.
Yeah. Yeah, Han's in a lot of trouble now.
Big trouble.
Yeah, and because, to be fair, because of the rig cargo chute, that's why Suntier had no defence mods.
That's why he got a damage through Suntier,
Yeah.
but it ain't going to kill the Baron.
So, and this is the thing about Forlom now, right? Is the 2k that it's got is immense in this situation.
I mean, this is something we've noticed with 2.0 is the point swinging backwards and forwards because it's half points on everything.
Yeah.
It's constantly going.
While you're playing, it's really tough to keep tabs on.
I just
really kind of
point the gun and shoot the things. I don't worry about the points. It's the part I agree. Half points makes it swing a lot more. The other thing is, without it printed on the cards, I forget how much things are worth anyway.
Yes.
Because it's not there in front of me.
Yeah, there is a lot of things like, saying what points is that, what points is that. And 9 times out of 10, the player that you ask would just go, I don't know.
Exactly. I would have to check the paper on my list to know what my ships are worth.
Yeah. Hi to everyone watching. This is the Saturday October tournament, Weekend Warlords stream. You have Director John.
Yeah.
Yeah, not publisher.
Is that promotion? Recent promotion.
Recent
then.
promotion
Producer.
Ash is just disappearing.
He gave a salute.
Great chat. Yeah, great chat, Ash, thanks. We've got Ryan and myself, Steve. So, welcome to our stream.
It's the first of our season tournaments. We're running a veterans season.
I like it. Does that mean, is it veterans because we're all old?
I think so.
Speak for yourself.
Yeah, all right. Whippersnapper. So
is our second crit that's gone on?
Yeah, so Han's taken a hull breach.
And a direct hit. Yeah.
So the hull breach is every hit that you take from now on in is a crit.
Yeah.
So face up cards instead of face down.
The problem he's got next round now is if he fixes the hull breach, it leaves him tokenless.
Yeah.
But if he doesn't fix the hull breach, he has a hull breach, and that's a problem.
Yeah.
So Han really, between a rock and a hard place at the moment, it's going to be really tough for him to survive a turn now. It's difficult. Yeah.
And obviously, well, to be fair, Han's got first shot because he's got initiative.
He will shoot regardless.
So he might be able to take Suntier out.
This is what I'm saying though. Do you token up and go all out on your shot and accept you're going to die, or do you try and replay your whole breach and get away?
It's an expensive ship, 83 points. But
he's got ships to
the drone is still on board though. Maybe the drone comes out this turn.
I was going to say
3 charges on it, so it's going to take a while to detonate. It could have a shot at something.
Here you go. Shane should drop the pod and coordinate Han, or Han isn't gone.
Yeah. Yes. Coordinate the pod is a good idea.
Problem you've got though is if you spit that pod out the back, it will land on the debris.
And it won't be able to coordinate.
So
it's got to come out the front and not block Han, which is going to be quite difficult.
But if he waits till Han is destroyed, he can still deploy it, but he takes a crit.
It does.
When he deploys, because it's from a
emergency deployment. Yeah.
Who thought I knew about the rules, eh?
There you go.
Oh, I've only been playing this game for a year. I still know about the rules. What's going on with that? I might get good at it.
Oh, so he is deployed.
Yeah.
A hard 2's red anyway, so he's going to be double stressed. But I think it's just to get arc on something. That's the idea. Just to have a ship that has arc and might damage something.
Yeah, so I think that's good play from Shane. He knows that Han's in trouble.
Yeah.
So he's trying to mitigate whatever. But the thing is with that escape pod is that you can actually shoot. He's got 2 defense.
That's what I mean. It's a bit of a distraction now for Han.
I don't think he'll do anything with it, but it's just another set of guns on the table.
Yeah. Purely there just to be annoying. It won't detonate for another 3 turns, so.
Well, I've seen the Han Solo film a couple of times now.
Yeah.
I still can't remember the escape pod in it. When does it actually come in?
They fire it out towards the end of the film as a distraction.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah.
If you haven't seen Solo by now,
no one actually flies it.
If you haven't seen Solo by now, go to the cinema, queue up.
Yeah.
Get the double bill with The Last Jedi.
yeah. There's lots of Star Wars films on.
Yeah. And you can probably take in maybe Ant-Man and the Wasp while you're there as well.
Could do.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I'm gonna have to watch it again now.
So when they're trying to escape after liberating the Wookiees,
Yeah,
and they're into
the castle running.
into the moor.
it's in the cat. Oh yeah, yeah.
Right at the end of the castle run.
I think
They fire it out, it distracts the big beast, and then they hyperspace out.
Yeah.
They don't fly around in it and shoot things.
No one flies it in the film.
What version of Solo did you watch then? I didn't watch that one. I saw one where they were flying through a downed Imperial Star Destroyer. And it wasn't Han flying, it was Rey. Is that the same film?
Well, I think it's the same ship, but at a very different time.
Oh, right.
The
So
galaxy had changed.
There's a timeline?
Yeah.
Really?
Oh,
Wow. Yo, guys. Hi, little Camo... I can't see that. Camo 2005?
Yeah, 2005.
Little Camo 2005. How you doing?
Look, 2005. Possibly born in 2005.
Well, that would make him 13.
Ashley Taylor?
Little Camo. I don't know. Maybe they were in the army.
Oh, yeah, could be.
Maybe it was...
They wear tiny camo shorts.
yeah, like Warwick Davis would.
Yeah. Yeah. Cool, I can see
Hi,
that.
Warwick. How you doing? See, well, there we go.
If you're Warwick Davis, let us know.
Yeah. Hi, Warwick. Is he?
See, he's flipped the hull breach on Han rather than tokening up.
Did he?
Yeah, because I saw him flip it. In the corner, you see one's face down. They've not put it on the overlay, but he has flipped the card.
Okay.
Should I go and shout at him?
No.
Diplomatic.
No, they're doing quite a good job, to be
Yeah,
honest.
yeah. And you know that's what we're here for. Is we're here to pick up on their mistakes and exploit them.
Absolutely.
Because we've done a good sterling job so far. 3 pairs of eyes.
Steve, sure it's me, Tubby. Oh, it's Dave Campsall. Yeah. So. Yeah. Hi, Dave. So we got some food in last night, right? And he had the biggest double burger you've seen in your life, with some chips. Then he downed an ice cream afterwards, and then 2 hours later he's on the crisps.
Nice.
Really?
So I called him Tubby. I know I'm really not one to talk, but yeah. He was playing X-Wing last night, and he was just sat there. And I'm saying, dude, I can't play sat down. You know, I think all the people that are a little bit tubby tend to sit down. No, he's cool. He's cool. He took it like a man.
Yes.
And he is 13.
Yeah, so 2005. Yeah, see?
See, yeah. Well,
I can decipher this nonsense.
Very slowly.
The process of elimination.
Yeah.
Okay, so Han has disappeared. Vader and Suntir haven't moved just yet. Do you think he deployed that to try and get the hard-won block on Suntir?
Well, Suntir's going to hard 2 because he's got a stress, but I think it's just to get arc on something. There's nothing else it can do.
But then he will have a range 1 shot into the side of Suntir.
Well, that's Suntir's problem now. Yeah, that's why the shot was there. I think is to force Suntir to either token up or get out of the way.
I think there is an element as well as that he needs as many arcs as possible to try and get an arc on these manoeuvrable ships.
Yes.
Yeah. He just needs to split them all over the place, doesn't he?
I didn't expect Vader to go that quickly.
No, because I think he's not put himself in arc now.
I'm just wondering what Paul's plan is. Yeah, still got a
Nice
charge
one.
afterburners left.
Nice one, Fish, for the follow.
Yep. If you're watching on Twitch and you have an Amazon Prime account, you can use your 1 Twitch subscription to subscribe to us, and that helps us out. So if you're happy to do that, it costs you nothing. Well, it costs you Amazon Prime, but if you've already got Amazon Prime, you've got that anyhow.
I'm not even going to address what's just come up on the screen. John was doing his sales pitch, and that's a slur. It's a slur on my otherwise impeccable character.
I'm not saying anything.
Yeah, so like John was saying, you know, the more subscriptions and stuff that the channel gets, the higher up the search rankings it goes, the better.
Yes.
You know, the more facilities that is it right that the Twitch software opens up?
Yeah.
Just makes things better.
We can give you more options. We can do more exclusive stuff. Also, subscribers actually do give us some money back as well.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Cool.
It's only a small amount, but every little bit helps.
The thing is, when you've literally got two massive screens, a decent computer, a full lighting rig, and a streaming system, you've got to actually. That's not for free.
You've got to make
a huge amount of effort has gone in on the partner store, which I think all the players in the store are very grateful for.
And if you've ever been to Warlords, and seen what it's like here, you know what that we'd take the fun seriously, and John is trying to give us the best platform and environment to play our games in, which is really cool.
We are well looked after.
Yeah, we are very well.
Thanks, guys.
It's all right. It's all right. I wouldn't say it if you weren't here.
I feel all warm inside now. I needed a wee.
It's like having a heated seat.
Yeah.
Heated, so have you got heated seats in your car?
No, mine's not that posh.
No, mine neither. John's has in his Jag.
Have you seen my seat, Max?
Yeah.
It's like a van. It's got no seats in the back. It's stripped out. I'm sure it's illegal.
It's about weight. That's what it is.
Yeah,
Just took those back seats out.
Yeah.
Put that roll cage in it.
Yeah, it's stripped out C-Max. It's wicked.
The nitrous oxide containers in the boot.
Santa's going very aggressive.
Yeah.
So he has.
Well, it was one of those things where, do you know what? I can't get out of range one of that escape shuttle, so I may as well try and get the best.
Here's the thing, though. He takes a stress to focus up, which is the right choice, but that gives Han an extra attack dice against him. So now Santa's going to take two 3-dice shots, unmodified, and he's only got 2 health.
So why is he going to take 2 shots?
Because he's going to take Han and the shuttle.
Oh,
They're both going to fire. They're both going to fire with 3 dice. They've got no attack rolls though.
So that's 1 hit, 1 crit by the looks of it.
Oh, Hanok from the back. Oh yes, of course. Hanok is at the front. So Han won't shoot.
Don't think it was a crit. I think it was just a hit. It was down to 4 hull now.
Yeah. Oh right, so just a hit, was it?
I always forget where the arc is pointing when I can't see the base because the ship is so big.
You can see a little line just coming out the side there.
Yeah, but I can't see which way the arrow is pointing. And it's still front and back. So Han has no shot.
Somebody just pointed out. Hands off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have been corrected.
So that's 2 blanks, so just 1 hit.
Yeah, that's fall on the Vader.
Yeah.
Looks like he's bounced off.
Yeah.
Yeah. So no damage from fall on. The shuttle is now going to shoot.
George wins 200 to 30.
George wins. So Rasta off to a start.
Yeah.
200 to 30. Well, looking. Rasta.
He's played Marsh, just table 6. So you assume Rasta next round then? Right.
Oh god, oh god.
Unless another 2.
This is what happens. I'm going to be in here mouthing off, and then round 2. Ryan Sharp on the stream.
Yeah.
Oh god.
And I'm gonna.
I nearly was on the stream against Paul a minute ago.
And as Dave Campbell says in the chat, and made me bullying him. I don't think that's true. If you wait till I get back later. So if you go on the stream, Ryan.
Oh god.
And I'm commentating. Happy Christmas.
Yeah.
The thing is, if you're playing Rasta, he won't move to the front table till the last round anyhow. So you won't be on the screen.
That's true.
Yeah. Rasta seems to have special privileges. I don't want to say anything.
It has been noticed by me too.
And that's okay. But do you know what? It maybe have a little bit of pedigree about him.
Yeah,
he may
a little bit.
Sort of spearheaded the whole Weekend Warlords X-Wing team.
He may or may not deserve it.
Yeah, he does. He does deserve some credit.
I'm not somebody that likes to kind of give people accolade where it's deserved, so I won't.
Yeah, I won't.
Yeah, get him on the stream. Next round. It'd be nice to, just putting it out there, it'd be nice to have some real varied lists on the stream, I think.
Yeah.
Rather than the top players all the time. Just put some.
Well, I don't know whose decision it is. It's above my pay grade.
Oh, it's Ash's.
Well, we tend to put the first 2 2 or 3 rounds as just whatever we're interested in.
Yeah.
And then the
You've got
last
finals,
2 rounds
Yeah,
are
no,
like
that's
the
what I'm saying.
top players.
But it'd be nice to sort of pick a couple of lists and go, do you know what, that looks an interesting list, or that sort of thing.
Yeah.
And then give people, I don't know, because being on the stream is a weird thing.
Yeah, some people don't
when you
like
play,
it.
it's a weird thing.
I don't
I
mind.
mean, honestly, guys, if you've been to Tabletop TO and looked at the link that I put up earlier, and you're looking at the lists that are being played today, if you're interested in seeing any of them, give us a shout out. Let us know what list you'd
call a
like to
list
see,
out.
That'd be
It's a
cool.
good idea.
see on the stream.
So it's like virtual control.
Jake Bale wins 200 to 31 against Alex Bruce.
Just be like the boss.
Wow.
200, what was it? 200
It's a bit of Clash of
Jake.
Titans, isn't it, Jake Bevers?
to 31.
31, yeah.
So I played Jake last night.
Did you?
Well, yesterday afternoon. I got here after work. I didn't bail on work at all. I got here after work.
Fair.
All legit.
Yeah. Don't have to convince me, mate.
No, I know. Sorry. And I played Jake because Jake wanted to fly his list and see what's what. So
Yeah.
I offered to travel 45 miles to come up and play a list for an hour, and off I went. I'm a nice guy. What can I say?
I'll
Accolades
give you
where they're
that.
due. You see. And Jake is flying this ridiculous Whisper build. Right.
Oh,
So
God.
Jake has got Whisper with Duke, Vader Crew, and Collision Detector. And it's just ridiculous. He just collision detects over the rock, sits on the rock. You can't get at him. You can't block him. You can't do nothing. Still manages to get his shot off. Vader's stripping damage every single turn.
In the current meta, Whisper is pretty good.
And so you've got Vader, and this is the thing about this Whisper build, right? So if anyone's thinking about this Whisper build, please just listen to this. You take an evade, yeah. After you've shot and you get a shot through, you get another evade.
Yeah.
And you're rolling 3 dice defense.
Well, it's 2 agility.
Yeah.
So if it's stealth device, then yeah, 3 dice.
Yeah. So basically, what you've got is if you don't get those evades off, then you've got the force charge from Vader if he hasn't put the damage through. So you can't hit that thing. You need perfect dice.
Yeah, you need either a big swarm or really hot dice
or jamming it. Hello, sir.
Brat, 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 brat.
So this is
Brap attack man.
some 7-year-old that's just walked into the store. Shut your face. It's got Rasta just walked in. How you doing?
I'm alright. Well, I ain't just walked in. I've just been in a different part of the building.
Oh right, okay.
Yeah, I've been here a while.
Semantics.
Douche.
Yeah, so you got a 230 win against Marsha?
I did.
Yeah?
I did. Bless her little cotton socks.
Cool.
I wasn't having none of Wedge's shenanigans and just went and absolutely sat on his face instantly.
Oh really?
Yeah, I was like, I don't like Wedge.
Okay,
Wedge is
cool.
a complete
Idiot.
idiot.
Yeah.
That's it. That was the word I was searching for.
It's good. It's good.
Something like idiot, anyway.
So Paul's done well in this game. He's got
but
Shane's Vader on
the
there.
net's closing. It would seem very much so. The net's closing.
Yeah, he needs to get rid of Han quite quickly.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, Hans probably survived 1 turn longer than he should have. He should have probably got more damage through. But the escape shuttle deployment was a good move. And I think that did save
Watch. It's an autopilot drone as well.
Yeah,
Ooh,
yeah.
When did that get deployed?
last turn.
So it's got 1 more turn before it blows.
Yeah, this is its 2nd turn on the
Yeah.
board.
So it's got 1 more turn. Next turn it blows up. I was going to say because Sontier don't need that near him when that happens.
No.
No, it's going to be a bad time.
So just on that escape.
But to be fair, leaving Forlom there is going to limit very much where that escape craft can get to.
Yeah.
Yes.
Very, very
Well, the
much.
escape craft runs at 1, doesn't it? PS1.
Yes.
So he'll move first, but then Forlom will get out of the way, surely.
Forlom's
Surely.
in the way. It's not about where Forlom is now, where he's going to be. It's about the fact that Forlom's blocked the escape craft's flight path.
Yeah.
So that
So-
escape craft can't really perform its fastest manoeuvre, which is 3
Yeah.
or 3 bank. You know, it's stuck. So Forlom should definitely not be there.
Forlom with no damage
Yeah, I was
taken.
expecting this.
5 through. No, he's taken a shield.
It's the only move
Fish.
Han could do that was going to block Vader, because even with Supernatural, Vader's going to struggle to get a shot on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now he did coordinate a turret rotation to Han, so Han's probably banking behind the rock. There we go.
Han's got that turret on Vader, and
So just talk to me about the autopilot mechanic. So when you deploy, does that spend one of your first charge?
Yeah, because it's deployed straight
Simeon
away.
wins 200 to 59.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
I'm pretty sure it deploys before the bit that happens where it loses its charge.
fine. So it deploys, loses a charge, so it's down to 2 on deployment.
Yeah. Can we pull up the autopilot drone card, John?
Yep.
Yeah, let's get it right. Sorry, dude.
Sorry.
Yeah, it's not a card I've ever used.
What's it called?
Autopilot drone.
There you go.
Boom. So, rigged ownership during the system phase. If you are not docked, right. So when does the cargo? When does
So
the
it
shuttle?
just deploys in the system, so
Then it'd be your choice.
whether it
Yes, it
uses
would
one
be
or
your
not.
choice because
your
it deploys
choice.
at the same time
Yeah,
as it
fair.
loses a charge.
Okay. Yeah, because anything that happens within the same phase, you choose which order if it all triggers at the same
Well,
time.
yeah,
don't
it's
you?
because the shuttle deploys at its own pilot skill, not Han's pilot
Yeah,
skill.
somebody's just saying I think it's the player chooses.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so that's
it's
fish.
fishy.
That's fishy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's because they happen at the same. When you've got a window that triggers at the same, so you go, okay, well, I'll check if it's deployed. It's not deployed, so I won't burn a charge. I'll deploy it.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
Or
fair.
you could go, I'll deploy it. I'll burn a charge.
Just to get it blown up quicker.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yep.
yeah,
It's
that's
the same principle as supernatural reflexes on your wings.
Yeah,
So you
same
can
trigger.
choose to open them and close them, and then supernatural, or you can supernatural and then open them or close them, because they both happen at the same point. So as the controlling player, you choose the order in which things trigger.
Yeah, that sounds fair.
Thanks, Lukey.
Right, so
Where
Han-
are you, Fishman?
Han is firing at Suntier, it looks like. Ooh, this could hurt.
Tim Marsden is calling me on Messenger. Hold
Trying
on.
to get on street.
3 hits.
He's got a rules query.
Are they putting their
Hello?
dice where you've been telling them?
Yeah, yeah.
Does it
pretty
work?
good.
Hello, I'm on the street.
It works okay, but the background needs to be a different
Yes.
colour. At the moment, it's grey, which is too close to white.
So, because we're discussing rules, Tim Marsden
Yeah,
just rang me.
I said that as a
Amazing.
joke, and it's actually the truth.
We've got it so far.
Oh, Tim.
It was terrible.
It's
yeah.
the
Yeah,
autopilot.
the green.
Yeah.
Colour's too close to grey.
Yeah, go on.
The red's okay.
So on
Look.
the stream,
The red, you can
our
see.
general rules guy,
Mm.
Tim Marsden,
Yeah.
just
Sort of.
rang me. He's going to clarify for
Right.
us.
So what colour do we need to have it set on?
Blue,
On blue.
blue or purple.
Yes.
It needs to be a contrast to
Yeah.
green
So at
and red.
lunchtime, one of us could get a bit of blue card.
Yeah,
Surely.
that'd be
However you
perfect.
want.
I don't do purple. It's too hard to see.
Yeah.
It needs to be like a
PS1.
really sort of that sort of blue.
Right,
Yeah.
well then
Yeah,
don't
not,
send me, eh?
not pastel blue.
Don't send me. 'cause
George
I'll
just
come back
rolled 3 attack dice. I was up there watching him. He's like, roll
Was
3
that
attack.
one
He goes,
hit?
oh, one
Right.
hit. I was like, starts that one's green.
with properly colourblind.
Is it?
Everyone thinks it's a lie. Right, see you later, lovers. Bye, Tim.
Bye bye. He's saying you can't do what we just said.
Oh,
Yeah.
What do
Go
I
on.
have to do then?
Oh, he's gone. He's saying because you can't use abilities on ships because it's still actually on
yes,
the,
you're
on
right.
The
So
Falcon.
it would
Oh.
deploy, then it would lose a charge.
Yeah.
There you
So
go.
it should-
Question answered, guys. Our Tim rules master.
Hello. Yeah, he's still there. I thought he'd gone.
I think somebody's typed that in. That must be Tim. There.
Yeah. Yeah.
Love you, Tim.
Yeah,
Love you,
cool,
John.
man.
Love you, boys. Keep up the good work.
Are you still there? He's gone. No, you're there. Yeah, we got it. We've done that. Thank you very much for clarifying. Yeah, it's like it's a proper chat show now.
Phoning.
Yeah, yeah. I don't know whether I can get him on speakerphone. Are you going? Thanks for calling, caller. Take care. Send us your address and we'll send you your prizes. Thank you, sir. Bye bye.
Oh, surely you can get on speakerphone.
Yeah, I will
Yeah.
do.
Can we give you a number out?
That was on Messenger.
That was it.
Yeah.
But can we?
Yeah,
Oh,
it's
What a
No.
guy.
so he's obviously listening to the stream. Do you know what? I love that guy. He's like proper chalk and cheese, me and him, but I love that guy. So thanks for ringing him, Tim. Putting the world to rights.
I was joking when I said it might be a rules query.
He was.
It
He's
actually
listening,
was.
and he says, "Are you on the stream?" He says, "Yes." I said, "I'm on the stream." He says, "Yeah, I know you are." He says, "Are you discussing rules?" And I said, "Yeah." Is it the autopilot drone rule? Yes, it is. So yeah,
Thank you, Tim.
Thank you, Tim. What a legend.
Yeah.
So on the
that's
other
true.
rounds, you can choose to spend and then redock, or redock and no spending required. Yeah, so spend
that makes
2,
sense to me.
redock it, and then just ping it out as a...
Ping it out and immediately detonate it.
Yeah,
That's kind of you.
yeah. Because when you deploy in a non-emergency situation, you still get your action, don't you?
If the manoeuvre's not red, yes.
Yeah, so he can deploy and then coordinate as an action.
Yeah. And then blow up.
Yeah.
He's
So
a
you-
handy drone, that guy.
What's going on here? Shane's just passed one of his dials over to Paul.
Yeah, so Paul obviously wants to have a look at... I'm not sure...
Probably hand style,
Yeah.
or the shuttle, because the shuttle's going to detonate this turn.
Right.
So you might want to know where it can go. With the stress token, it can't do it too hard towards everything to the right. So
I don't know what that
probably just gonna
shuttle's
one
going to
bang.
do.
Beat Scott 277.
277.
So Scott Wellbank, yeah. So Rich, no, oh yeah. So 277.
Oh, cancel.
Sweet. So yeah, this is a bit tricky. Where this is one of those situations where when I'm playing, I'm like, what do I do? You know?
yeah,
Because it's confusing. Because that escape shuttle, if that's blowing up this turn, you don't want it anywhere near Forlom. You don't want it anywhere near the Zeds that are coming in.
Josh
But-
Thompson. Deploy, coordinate, boom, grateful.
Hi Josh, how you
Morning,
doing?
Josh.
It's funny, you know. I'm not sure how we managed to get you with modern technology in those barns and everything that you've got. However, you know what? Your limited time on the internet means that you can get new lists, which is always
The
Love you,
double
man.
burn there.
Yeah, the double burn. No, cool man. How are you? You all right? So yeah, that escape shuttle's like puzzling me at the moment because you want to get it in to try and get some damage on those aces.
I wouldn't be surprised if Paul just bugs out to completely dodge it, because the thing about the drone is it deals a crit.
Yeah.
So if he gets anywhere near Suntir Fell, well, Suntir's only got 1 health anyway,
Yeah.
but it's going to ruin him.
Yeah.
Even if he was undamaged, it would be horrible. So it's life or death for Suntir now to get away.
So Shane's actually up on points by 12 points at the moment.
Yes.
All right. So win conditions start kicking in now because there's like 7 minutes. To
Oh
go.
yeah.
So I
They
think,
can see that as well because they've got the overlay outside. So if they look at the screen, they'll know the point.
So Forlom's probably not worth going for. You know, because
No, you'd have to
need
do 4
You need
damage
to take 4
to
damage.
him.
So one of the pirates.
Well, the drone is going to give Paul 6 points when it blows up. Because he's got 6 of them already.
Fine, yeah. All good guys, not gutted not to be down this weekend. So Josh Thompson and Fishy,
Yeah.
Luke Townsend,
Often here, aren't they?
they're often
Very
here.
often, yes.
Josh made multiple cuts in this
Yeah,
this
good
season
player,
just gone.
Josh.
Yeah,
Definitely.
quality. And Fishy obviously took 2 chances to win the UK Nationals, which is
Yeah.
always good. Just tell me when that gets old, dude, because I'll stop then.
Wouldn't let it lie.
There's nothing I wouldn't say to his face, and he'll tell you that. You know. So Ash has got some drum and bass on out there.
It's always drum and bass, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, he does a bit of hip hop every now and then.
That's true.
There's a bit of reggae coming in, just sneaking into his
Yeah,
repertoire as well,
Yeah.
which is good.
That's
I'm
all
down with
rhythm
reggae.
stuff.
But when James is here, it's like thrash metal.
Yeah.
My 2 favourite styles of music:
Really?
drum and bass and thrash metal. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. No, that's legit as well. That's not.
Matt Hill won 200 to 84.
Hey, that's the Reverend.
The
He
Reverend's
has
off to
the
a
Lord
winning
on his
start.
side.
I'm still ahead of him, though.
Yeah.
You're ahead of everybody. so far.
Exactly, yeah. I'm the only 200-0.
It's a good
I've
day.
done it all from the stream room as
Mate,
well.
you're a legend. You're a legend. Don't let anybody say otherwise. Because they do. I won't let them. I won't let them.
Oh, Scott Bryant.
Okay, so Luke, I will have my revenge. Scott Bryant, hi Scott. How are you? This is going to the wire.
It's very close.
Going to the wire. It's 5 minutes. Paul needs to. So we should shout 5 minutes on the round.
Ash, that's Ash's job.
Is it?
That'll be
Yeah.
fine.
He's
We
got
can
to do
work it out.
something. Oh.
But it's
Yeah.
a very difficult turn.
Hashtag don't ask
this
Ash. Hashtag not 5 minutes to go. Hashtag I'm just going to sit and smile at everybody.
If Paul can,
You know,
if he can kill
he had a
Han and get
problem with
away,
his
I
teeth
think
the
that's...
other week.
Yeah.
He was really worried because he thought it might affect his smile. And he said to me, "That's the only way I get anything. I just smile at people."
So now he's with his newfound
He was
Rasta and Ash
absolutely
fame.
petrified. Yeah.
This is, his newfound Rasta and Ash fame. He doesn't want to sully those
No.
boyish good looks.
Yeah.
He's still got that little dimple on his face, though.
Casual one forwards.
Yeah, so everyone's going to take damage. I think it's going to...
I think Paul's got to kill Han and then run away. If Sunte goes down, I think Shane will win. But it's going to be close.
Has Suntir got a K?
No, but he's only got 1 health.
No, but he's got a K-turn.
Yeah, but why would you K-turn a 1 health Sunte there? Maybe...
To get out of the way of that bomb that's going to instantly kill you.
Yeah, but then you just 3-bank away and then boost barrel roll and you're gone.
But you have to get over the base of that Falcon.
Yeah. But the Falcon's not moved yet. We don't know where the Falcon's going. It can't stop still.
Bump.
Yeah, the Zeds just want shots
Yeah.
at this point.
But again, that Z is going to take
A Zed's got-
damage.
He's going to
So-
take a critical.
Gary beats Bellamy 200 to 91.
I'm not sure which of the 2 Zeds has the shield.
Does
Kev
anybody
lost.
have a Samsung charger with them?
No, sorry.
No, there's probably a micro
It's not
USB out
micro,
there.
it's a different one.
Oh no.
Samsung have their own system, I think.
I don't think they are Apple.
98. Ince wins 200 to 98.
Okay.
200. Not 300. 200.
I'm not sure Han's going to get past Forlom here. He's going to crash
No,
inside
it's
of Forlom and take the drone, isn't he? And he's only on 2 health, and it's a crit. Anything could happen.
Disable power regulator. It takes...
That ain't going to go off. That takes 3 turns to eye on the ship. That's the one that gives you an iron token.
And
every round.
he's landed on the rock.
He's on the rock. He's going to roll for the rock. He's going to take a crit from the
Oh,
shot.
so Scott, John will put the link up on the screen for you, Scott.
Uh,
The bumping Z should have the shields as Vader shot the other one.
So it's tabletop.to and search for Weekend Warlords on there and you'll find all our tournaments. But if you want the specific tournament, it's that link that's there now.
Yeah, and then on there you can see everybody's list that's registered today.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm expecting Vader to do either a slow bank or a turn here towards Han.
Yeah, so one bank.
Yeah.
So we've got some quality in the room today. To be fair, haven't we? We've got a couple of guys down from
yeah.
Harlequins, some of the Just Play guys. The Padres come down. The Rev, he's
Yes.
here, which is
Just
cool.
won his first round.
Just won his first round. He made the cut at Euros,
Yeah, he's a very
which
good
was
player.
really, really good.
Very good.
Yeah,
three rank.
Marsha, who Russell
Not sure
just
he's going
played.
anywhere, though.
She's come up from Coventry just to sort of meet us guys and after hanging out with us at UK Nationals.
Yes.
So that's really cool. She's really new to the game.
Yes.
Really new to the game.
But she's very keen to learn more, which is important.
Yeah,
That's all you want
yeah.
to do when you're a new player. You
And
wanna-
just the thing about
involved.
learning on like
Oh, Santa's
X-Wing
gone
and
away.
stuff. Just the thing about learning when you're playing X-Wing, it's never going to happen overnight.
Oh God, no.
You know, it just takes time and time and time and more time,
Yeah.
and sticking with a list. You know, and if something doesn't work, then you just tweak it ever so slightly.
Yeah. Well, it's a journey we've both been through, isn't it? Because we've both been playing about the same about a year and a half, haven't we?
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I started playing 3 weeks before UK Nationals last year,
Yeah.
so probably about
Yeah,
a
Santa's just out.
year and 2 months.
He's going to barrel roll to the left now, probably.
But he needs to get shot. So this is
No, Sunte doesn't need a shot. If Vader can kill Han, then Paul will win the game. Sunte just needs to not die.
I think Paul's won this anyway because of that escape shuttle going off.
Quite possibly. I think Sunte's fine. I'm not sure why he tokened up rather than barrel rolling, but he should be okay. So the drone's going to detonate. It's
Pop
going to
door
hit.
open. No, a bit underneath. That's it.
Ash.
Ash, it's time.
Time on the round, X-Wing! Frenchie lost 200 to 96.
Okay.
Okay. Adam Taylor. That's not Frenchy, is it?
No, David Appleby is.
Is that Frenchy?
Yeah.
Oh right, yeah.
His name's David. No.
No one ever calls it David.
No.
I've seen him floating about the last few.
Yeah, he's come back. Quite a few players.
He's been
Dropped out for the
been in the
1.0
store
bit.
since we first opened. To be fair.
Right, so the bomb going off has given Paul the point swing he needs. That's what I was trying to get at.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it's given him half on that second Z. The Z that got closest was the one that had the shield.
Yeah.
So it's given Paul about 12 or 13 points, I think. I can't remember exactly.
And 6 from the.
And 6 from the
from the
shuttle.
drone.
And then hopefully Vader will kill Han, which has just happened.
Yeah, so that's it.
And then, Paul will win on points from there. Sunte is safe, which is all Sunte needed to do was get away.
Yeah. But like I said, it was one of those positions where he had all ships pointing. You see where the bump happened? He had all his ships pointing to that point, and there's nothing really you could do to kind of stop that from happening. And when you've got Vader and Sunte floating about.
The last round was all about who died between Han and Sunte.
Yeah.
And Sunte got away and Han didn't. So about an hour and a quarter, and it all came down to that one turn, really.
Yeah.
So Forlom's going to shoot Vader. He might get half. You have to do 3 damage though, and it's Vader. You need Vader to completely blank with the Force.
So hit crit.
And 2 hits and a crit.
So there's 1 evade.
Yeah, Vader's not
And Vader
gonna get half pointed.
No.
Unless the Zeds can get lucky. But you got a lot of Force to chew through.
But even with that, even with those 40, 45, 46 points, you're still not going to be.
It would be really close.
Yeah.
Actually.
You'll be 117, no, 119 to 121.
Yeah, really close. Vader should be able to take the hits.
Yeah, so the Zed's
But
range.
Zeds have got no choice but to
Zed's
shoot.
range 2 into Vader.
Yeah, he's got to focus. So there's a good chance of getting 2, and he has got 2.
He's got 2, he's done his bit.
But Vader's still got 5 health left. So, and there's a lot of pain for Paul.
Yeah, so that's.
So spend some Force.
Yeah, spend.
Take the damage.
Yeah.
Win the game, I suspect.
Yeah. Yeah, there we go. So Paul takes that 121 to 73.
Very close game.
Yeah, really close game. I'm surprised Han lasted as long as he did.
Yeah.
You know,
I agree.
Whether that was down to some good flying or not, I'm not so sure. So 121 to 73.
Right, we'll try and get the standings up for you guys on the screen now.
Yeah, the hand bump was a bummer. Yeah, it was.
Yes.
That's
It's what really killed him. If he hadn't have bumped, then Sunte would have bumped him. Yeah. And it could have been quite different. Yeah. Because Sunte would have had shots on him. He would have had a focus because he's going to have bullseye if he bumps something. Yeah. But he would have taken the 2 Z shots and the Forlom shot probably, which is a lot to take on 1 health and survive. So could have been different in the end. But the last turn was the most important one by far.
So the mic still works on this. So just got another follower on Twitch. So Dark Black somebody.
Wicked.
Thank you for that.
Keep hitting those.
I'm at the top, guys.
Follows.
Still.
So Ryan's at the top. That 200-0 was amazing. It was an epic victory. Not all results are in yet. It's worth saying that.
Yeah, we're still waiting for about 3 results, I think.
Yes.
Yeah, we're still waiting for Canmore, Ben Cox, Ben Lane, Rob Pendergast, Ian Wardle, John Bamford, Simon Fullove, and Marcel. So 8 players still to report their results yet.
Yeah. So do you know that Ian Wardle, John Bamford is a nice, tasty matchup, I think. Don't know their lists, but knowing both of them, I think that they've both got a certain level of jank.
Bamford's got a ghost.
Has he?
Yeah.
Me.
Chopper with think Sabine or Zeb in the shuttle, and 2 Y-wings. And
He
then
loves it. He loves
Ian's running like a mini A-wing swarm with homing missiles.
Yeah.
And Dutch Vander to give out target locks.
Wow.
With Sabine as well, I think. But yeah, it's pretty cool.
Just see if Ash's got any more results for us, Ryan. Just open the door and see.
Ash, you got any more scores? Yeah.
You should be about 4 games missing, Ash.
We're still waiting. Oh, I suppose I should actually have to play a game now.
Yeah, I think you probably will.
Oh dear.
It's been very good, Ryan.
Thank you for having me.
No, thank you. You know an awful lot more than I do.
I try.
Although Steve seems to cope with my incompetence.
That's because I'm equally as incompetent. You know, I guess at stuff. And then I've got people like Tim Marsden ringing me.
Yeah, it's good that we've got Tim Marsden on the phone. What a guy.
So, yeah, it's been. You've been. Have you enjoyed your first streaming experience?
Yeah, it's good fun.
Commentary.
Because I played last month. I was on the first game of 2.0 on the
Nice.
tournament stream, which is
Yeah,
good fun.
it's not
Got
really-
beaten by
Got
Jamie.
goal score.
Sorry, Ash.
Yes.
Yeah, I think so.
121 to 73.
Yeah, we've got that.
Yeah.
No, it's not really an achievement, though, is it, Ryan? Let's be fair.
No.
We can talk about these things and dressing up, but at the end of the day,
No.
it's still a chicken in a leather jacket.
I've got 3 Ewings again today.
Yeah, so you're bringing back J.R. Ewing.
Yes. 3 Ewings last month, 3 Ewings this
Yeah.
month.
So 3 Ewings today.
Yeah. It's interesting.
So we may.
Got a bit different. I got some characters you'd recognise as well.
Oh really?
Yeah, so Leia's there.
Oh, Princess
Yeah,
Leia.
Princess Leia's come on board. She's up for a fight.
Yeah.
Isn't
Yes, always.
she? Yeah. I've got a Jedi as well. Kanan's around.
Kanan and Leia, are they from the same timeline?
No,
Is that
quite.
thematic?
No, but they are both rebels.
Yeah. Oh, there's another result.
150 to Callum, 149 to Bengar.
Oh,
No,
really?
you're kidding.
Oh, amazing!
Wow.
So let's just like.
That's a very close.
So
Well,
let's just,
that's a bit sickening.
let's just dress that up. Yeah, Ben lost.
Yeah.
Yes. By a
Yeah.
whole point. Yes, he did.
Look at that, Ryan number 1.
There we go. That won't last another round.
No, it will, because there will be no other 200 nils now.
So just talking about this, right? 200 nil is massive in this meta.
Yeah.
Because every game there has not been another 200 nil. Every
It's
game
so
someone scores
so
two.
hard to get a complete 200 nil because of the half point rule now.
So well
Yeah.
done. I'd just like to say well done. That's a massive achievement.
Sorry.
It's not, but it is.
You did it sitting
I did
down.
my best. Yeah, it's true. Yeah.
What did you say about that?
Yeah,
earlier?
it's okay. They meet in Rebels. Yeah. So Josh Thompson's saying that Leia and Kanan meet in Rebels.
Do they? There we go then.
Oh yeah, the young Leia,
Yeah.
where she's nicking all the stuff. Is it for Lando?
I can't.
She's trying to steal some.
Lando's there, yeah. They're all in Rebels, aren't they?
Han's not.
Yeah, but Han's not.
Wicket
a
E.
pro-
Warwick or Wicket W. Warwick's not. That's another.
Oh, yeah,
It's another
Wicket,
Warwick Davis
yeah.
reference.
He's in like every Star Wars film.
Is he
isn't
though?
He's in Solo.
I know he's in Solo, but was he in Last Jedi?
I think so. I'll have to have a look.
I'll ring him.
He's
to
in,
find
he
out.
gets like a tiny role in every film.
Maybe,
Yeah.
maybe Tim Marsden can ring in and see whether and tell us what shit,
Yes, Tim, if you've got the answer.
what films
Please let us
Warwick
know.
Davis has been in, Star Wars related.
Anyone else just post in the chat. Tim gets on the phone
Yeah, I know because
to clarify these things.
I
I like the extra effort he goes to.
I genuinely don't like the fact that he has my number.
At any point, you are liable to have a
I
conversation
know.
with Tim Marsden.
And when
How-
he rings, I feel
How do you
obliged.
feel?
I think more people should have your number.
No.
If you share it around, then he won't be able to phone you because everybody else will be ringing
Yeah,
you.
that's right. Yeah, or I could just turn it off. Yeah, maybe that's the thing. Just turn it off. So yeah. So we got. Do you know how long does it take to add up some scores?
I don't know what they're doing.
We want to get the first round results up.
I know. This is why I have a printout of my list with me, so I don't have to add up the points. The paper tells me what I've got.
Yeah,
Because I've got no idea what they're worth.
it's good.
I've got a question, a technical question.
Okay.
So, should we just keep streaming, or should we cut the stream and start a new stream? I'm of two minds with this because some people say you should keep going with it.
Well, don't you cut it so you can archive the different rounds easier?
But yeah, but I can just.
I
Yeah.
don't know how that works.
So when it's streaming live, people there's a pros and cons to it because I do radio shows.
Yeah.
And when I'm streaming live, I can just leave stuff running and go off.
And that's how Twitch tends to work. Yeah.
But
just move the microphone and walk off.
Yeah.
You know, but as long as there's a splash screen.
Yeah.
Maybe they
or
could
just leave this up.
Or some people that I know that do this sort of thing, they have like a countdown.
Yeah.
Like a timer to say, right, next round starts in this, or it's a splash screen with that on.
Yeah, next round at this time.
So people aren't sat waiting going, oh, is this live or is it not live or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Warwick is in the last channel, there you go. Oh, he's in the casino. Yes, of course, you're right, Rich. I remember now.
Oh, right, okay.
Carrie Fisher's dog is there as well.
That's disappointing. Well, that's no way to talk about a daughter. Dude, seriously. You had to just bring it down, didn't you? So Shane has not played a game and he's 22nd.
He's looking good.
He's looking strong.
Solid mid-table performance from Shane.
Yeah, Ryan's not played a game and he's first.
we'll gloss over that.
Don't question it,
gloss
John.
over that.
Okay.
So it's good to see the Padre up there at 6th. Adam Taylor. What is the beard he's got now?
Yes.
That is a beast of a beard.
Yeah.
I love it. It's a thumbs up from me. It's a yes from me.
Excellent.
That's what's his name used to say, or does say. Simon Cowell.
Yes.
So Alex Bruce.
Ben Lane wins 51-31.
Ben Lane wins 51
After all that.
31.
Yeah, and now we're just waiting on Bam Bam and Ian Wardle.
How'd they score so few points?
They take 20 minutes to set a dial.
Must have been it.
And Simon and Miles. So Ian and Bam. Let's hedge the bets. What are we saying? Bam to win with his janky ghost.
Ghost versus A-Wings and Y-Wing. I've not seen the Ghost fly in 2.0 actually. I've not tried.
I've not seen one on the table yet.
No, it's one of those ships that sort of fallen away a bit. I think it in terms of its PR for 1.0, it's pretty bad.
Both, yeah.
Go on.
Simon 200, Miles 129.
1-2.
Game.
Yeah, another close one.
Thank you, Simon.
But I think a lot of people were sick of the Ghost at the end of 1.0, weren't they?
Hey, do you know what? Ghost Fan gave the Ghost a real bad rep.
It did. It really did.
And rightly so, because it was horrible.
It was horrible.
It was literally one forward, shoot 4 times. One forward, shoot 4 times. Oh, do you know what? You're slightly out of arc, so I'm going to coordinate a boost.
Yes.
ES11 boost.
Yeah, it
And
was
then I'll shoot you
bonkers.
4 times.
On a large base as well.
It was
nuts.
crazy. It was silly.
Yeah.
So,
And I think a lot of people are quite happy to just leave it in the bag at the moment, to be honest. It's not a ship that really excites me that much. I might try it out, I might give it a go. Because, still 4 primary, it's pretty cool.
yeah.
It's like a sledgehammer if you put it in the right place.
So again, this is why I'm a little bit excited about the Upsilon.
yeah, 4
It's just a
primary
4 dice.
is just horrible.
4 dice primary.
Absolutely horrible.
And it looks like, like quick draw, backdraft, things like that.
Yeah.
They now have rotating arcs.
Okay.
So, but I think it's
I
only
just
going
assume
to
they'd be the same. How's a TIE fighter going to shoot out the side?
Well, I think
Is it just front or back?
it's front or rear only.
Because I know the Resistance A-Wing is the same. It has
Yeah.
gimbaled guns that can shoot front or
Ian
back.
Wardle beats John Bamford 119-80. That should be your
close.
final one,
Yeah,
is
it
it?
is. It is indeed.
119.
Oh yeah.
There's everybody.
Please draw the next round.
So scores are in. Ryan, it's been a pleasure.
Right, Ryan, you're
Thank you,
top
Thank you for having me,
200
gents.
Now
Yes.
drop Shane before you draw the next round,
Yeah.
please.
How do we do that?
Is he not here still?
No,
Oh, it's a
he's
shame.
not even answering his messages.
I hope he's alright.
Yeah,
Because it's a bit strange to not show up and not say anything.
yeah. It's odd.
Yeah, not
How
like
did
it.
Ash? How did you drop?
Remove him from the tournament, turn him off, I'd imagine.
Where is he? Where is he?
Right at the bottom.
Right at the bottom, is it? Delete
Single
player.
player.
Drop.
Drop.
There we go.
There we go.
That made sense, didn't it?
They did.
Tick, cross. I'm going to go with that. We're still live streaming to the world.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hello, world!
We're kind of going for the continual.
Yeah, are you going for the
So
long
Marsh
haul?
has got a
Yeah.
buy
Yeah.
then.
And then he's going to chop it up.
So Marshall's got the buy.
You get Marsha in there then.
But buy is like
The worst.
it's worse, isn't it? I'd
Get
rather lose 200 0 than get a buy.
Yeah.
You know?
I don't mind coming in here and chatting a bit. To be fair. Get Marsha in.
Yeah, well, I don't know. Don't really know that well. If I'm honest.
Be alright. Can you print me the list and I shall read it to the chaps? Who would you like on stream?
Ooh,
Oh, I have got Rasta.
Rasta.
I've got Rasta.
No,
as
Rasta
well.
won't come down here, will he?
Not yet. Not till the
Oh,
end, if he
great.
needs to be.
You said it as well, and I have
No.
actually got Rasta.
Let's go. What about?
Oh, God.
Let's have a look. I'll tell you what. If anyone's watching out there, you've literally got 30 seconds to tell us who you'd like to see on stream. Which matchup?
You should be seeing the matchups for round 2 right now.
So you've got
And
30
you printed
seconds.
that as well for me, dude.
And don't ask for Marsh's game.
Yeah, it's cool.
Yeah, don't ask for Marshall's game.
Don't ask for Rasta because he won't come down.
Jeff Ball Ben Cox. That might be an interesting one.
Yes, Jeff Ball, Ben Cox. That's
Jeff
my
doesn't
shout.
get on the stream that often,
Yes,
does
I agree. Well, they're not in, are they?
he?
Yeah, Ben's running Bobagori, that's cool.
Yeah. I'd go Jeff and Ben.
Jeff and Ben.
Or Matt Hill versus Ian Ward.
Oh, wait
Another
there.
one.
Sim. So Angel 2 Switch wants Sim on stream. Well,
Sim
it'll
got?
probably be on later, to be fair.
No, it's not always.
Sim
the
versus
best,
Ben Lane.
we thought that last time and he didn't make the top.
Who's
colour.
Sim got?
Ben Lane.
Ben
Yeah,
Lane.
I'm going to put them on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Ben's got a good list.
So it's Angel 2, we're going with you and putting Sim and Ben Lane.
If it's a rubbish game, it's your
There you
fault.
go.
Yeah, if it's a rubbish game, blame Angel 2. Jeff Ben, vote for Jeff Ben from Josh. Oh well. Ash has had the final say. He didn't care for democracy.
No.
He just went for pure on, dictatorship.
I'll go and find the boss then, shall I?
Yeah.
Right, I'll see you later then,
I've got
guys.
I've got some
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, thank you, Ryan.
I've got
I'll check
messages
in
from
with you
Tim.
after I get an absolute pasting.
What you do? He's a dick. He's an idiot. Sorry, I didn't say dick. I said idiot. I didn't say anything. Sorry.
I didn't hear anything, mate.
Watch the brush.
Right, see you later, boys.
Right, I've got to build Sim's list now. Okay, guys, we're just going to cut the mic for a bit because we've got lots of chatting to do about technical stuff.
Yeah.
Okay, guys, round 2 has just started. We've got Simeon Dellopina, who I believe is quite good at this game. Some would say. Versus Ben Lane. Steve Theobald's with me again.
Hi. So Ryan's gone now. He was a commentator on the last game with us. But Ryan's gone to play because he's now playing Rasta, which is good. So yeah, on the stream we are lucky to have Simeon Dellopina and Ben Lane, now 2 quality players. So Sim, I don't know whether you know about what Sim did, but you know what, he won a little event in America.
He did, yeah, a little one.
So he's flying Whisper, Death Rain and Redline, so a couple of Punishers and Whisper. Yeah, it's pretty filthy, this build, but that's what you expect from the Evil Genius. And Ben is flying an A-Wing, 2 X-Wings and a Sheath. So the handshake's in, the rocks are all in place, so right, let's see what goes on with it.
So the Phantom's been getting a lot of talk in 2.0, has been quite...
So the Phantom, so Whisper,
let's have a look at the card.
So Whisper, what she does, so after you perform an attack that hits, gain 1 evade token. That's really important. So when you gain an evade token, it's not classed as an action.
Right.
So Stygian Array, after you decloak, you may perform an evade action. At the start of the end phase, you may spend 1 evade token to gain a cloak token. So in effect, if Whisper does some damage and gets it through, she's going to be carrying 2 evade tokens. So she's going to be cloaking every single turn.
Yeah.
And decloaking every single turn. But she has got the cloak action.
Yeah.
So you don't. The first cloak they do. So what I expect Sim to do is move Whisper forward and then cloak. And then what you'll see Sim do with that is fly that list ridiculously well, because that's what Sim does.
Yeah.
So he's got Duke and Vader on the list. Now Vader crew is like just brutal. So Duke obviously is the turn and evade rolled to an eye on a 1 agility ship. That's brutal because you just can't dodge the shots.
Yeah.
And Vader, so Vader's really interesting. So it gives you a force token on that ship, so you can use that force for anything.
Okay. A reroll and
well, so the force token allows you to turn 1 eye to either a hit or a evade, depending on what.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So it's like a perma focus.
Yeah.
Perma calculate token, let's say. So at the start of the engagement phase, this is his ability. So you can choose whether you spend it on the ability or whether you spend it on the rolls.
Yeah.
You may choose 1 ship in your firing arc at range 0 to 2. Yeah, Wedge is dead already on the
Yeah.
He's not anymore.
Yeah.
So Vader crew, so you can spend. The card's just gone down, isn't it? So basically, what you can do is you can spend your force.
Yeah.
And you can. Sorry, let's bring him back up. So I don't want to get it wrong. Oh. Yeah. Technology's great when it works.
Yeah. When you can type.
Right, so there you go. So you can spend a force at range 0 to 2 in your firing arc. So the ship has to be in your firing arc. If you do, that ship suffers 1 damage unless it chooses to remove 1 green token.
Okay.
So what Vader does is literally just pushes out damage. So spend a force, take a damage.
Yeah.
Or it will nerf your tokens, which gives Whisper a better chance of dodging any kind of shots. So therefore he can cloak again, and it's just, they work so well together.
Yeah.
There's going to be, I think you'll see a lot of this about at the moment from the top tier lists.
Yeah. Explain to me, because there's something here that's quite a bit different in 2.0, isn't there? Because I've not played 2.0 yet.
Yeah, okay.
I don't get a chance to play very often, but in 2.0, evade tokens don't add an evade, do they? They allow you to change an evade dice, which is quite an important difference, really.
It is. I mean, before, if you were sitting with 2 evade tokens, you could actually, and you roll 3 dice, and you've naturally got 2 evades anyway.
Yeah.
Whereas in 2.0, if you roll 3 dice, you can change 2 of those dice.
Right.
So it's not like having 3 dice and a proxy extra 2, which have already rolled evades.
Been rolled, yeah.
It's about changing your results to evades.
Yeah.
So the more dice you can roll, the better.
Yeah.
Because the modifications now don't add to those dice, they allow you to change those
So you can only modify dice, you can't add in actual hits or
No.
evades. And
That's
stuff.
right. That's right. So if you're like wedge without manoeuvre, it reduces. If they're in your firing arc, but you're not in their firing arc, you get the outmaneuver.
Right.
An outmaneuver means you reduce their agility by 1, so they're rolling 1 dice less to defend. So when you add that into things like the evade tokens and things like that, so 1 agility ships, if you've got outmaneuver triggering on you, you're not even rolling a dice, so you're just taking that damage.
Right.
And even if you've got an evade token, you haven't got a dice to modify to an evade token, whereas before it would have given you an evade. Now it's useless.
Yeah.
So I think what they've done is they've balanced the game more to actually get more damage through and less mitigation, made the crits more brutal, just to make the game.
I mean, people have been
exciting.
saying it's a lot more brutal than previous. Previous
Yeah,
game.
it's crazy. You know, you could chain crits, and crits from 1 crit you could probably take. So let's say you've got a hull breach, which makes every card that you dealt a critical.
Yeah.
So you could direct hit as your next crit,
Yeah.
which means that you do yourself another damage card. Hull breach means that that's flip face up.
Yeah.
Could be another direct hit.
Yeah.
And then again, so you can chain maybe 2 or 3 crits in a row with the right combo.
Yeah, it's quite nasty.
It is. It's random, but it's pretty good because you never know what's going to happen. You could lose a game in 1 round of combat.
Wow.
So it is quite brutal.
Yeah. It's a lot harder on bigger ships as well, isn't it?
Yeah.
That sort of thing.
So you see Sim's got a nice man bun going on there.
Yeah. Luscious locks.
Yeah, luscious locks.
Not jealous of his hair at all.
That's one of the things about the stream, isn't it? You get to see the top of people's heads.
Yeah.
And then, so people like Tim, who rang in earlier, thanks Tim.
Yeah.
He's actually receding a little bit on top. He won't thank me for saying it, but that's what he does.
Maybe he'll ring in again.
Yeah, maybe ring in just to admonish me.
Yeah.
I'm turning my phone off now.
We should have a ringing line or something. I don't know how you do it though, because as soon as you give the number out, it's
he rang me on Messenger, so he doesn't really need my number.
no.
He has texted me though. What's this? Who's this? Don't you just hate that? I've got a conversation with somebody that I don't even know who they are, and I can't remember having the conversation.
It's too many
Oh,
ways.
it's Lee Russell. Lee Russell. Hi Lee. Don't blame me, Steve. Oh, that must be Angel. Angel 52, whatever his name was.
Right. Okay.
So Sim said to me outside, he said that I needed to be especially brutal with him on the stream.
Did he? Really?
He said, if you're not being nasty to me, so you know what, world champion just knocking his own ships? It's amateur. And now he's going to bomb. No, he's not. He's going to throw a bomb. So yeah, he said he'll be really disappointed if I wasn't making him.
It seemed like yeah.
Like he says, why did you put it to a vote? Why did people say they wanted me on the stream?
Because you're world champion, dude.
Yeah. What? Do you know how many tokens I've got to move and all this sort of stuff? So I'll just get on with it, you moaning 18-year-old. But Ben's one of Virgil's friends. He's come down from Oop North.
All right.
Yeah,
Nice.
so Verge, sort of Yorkshire way. Now Ben's hung out with us at a few of the events over the last sort of 6 to 9 months.
Yeah.
And Ben's actually really cool. He's played in a couple of tournaments here. His list looks more about flying well,
Right.
rather than silly amounts of damage or alpha striking or anything like that.
Yeah.
But Arvel Crinid. There we go.
Another Welsh-sounding name.
Yeah, Arvel Crinid. So that Arvel with intimidation for 39 points is silly. So
Yeah.
Arvel's ability is that he can shoot at range 0.
Right.
So what he can do is he can bump,
Yeah.
and then intimidation. If you're touching that ship at range 0, it reduces your agility by 1.
Yeah.
So, but that's not just for Arvel, that's for everything.
Right.
So if Arvel's bumping him,
Yeah.
that -1 agility counts for every other ship that attacks him as well.
Nice.
So it's brutal.
Nice.
But for 40 points, 39 points, 40 points,
Yeah.
if flown right, it's really rewarding.
He
And
could do with slightly higher pilot skill though, couldn't he?
He could, but when you're trying to bump, lower pilot skill is better
Yeah.
because you're moving first.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know,
yeah.
so lower pilot skill is good because you can just put that ship in front of something.
Yeah.
And if you put something like listening device on it, so you can flip their dial to see what they're doing, then you can move forward, and then you can do your boost or barrel roll to make sure you guarantee that bump.
Yeah.
You know. So yeah, it's a dirty little build. Luke Skywalker, we all know Luke's really good in current game state.
Yeah.
Wedge is really good as well.
Yeah. The Rastaman's flying Luke today, I believe.
Oh, is he?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's been flying Luke a lot recently, and he's actually really enjoying it. He's kind of bringing back Poe Dameron type.
I think they flew him at UKTC, didn't they?
He did, yeah. And George went 5-0
Yeah.
personally.
Yeah.
Tim went 4-1. Sim went 3-2.
Yeah.
But that's a team that went 5-0
Yeah.
and brought the trophies back to Warlords. So,
They did.
Yeah. You know, then some would say that they're not bad at the game.
Yeah.
You know, so and it's always good to get Sim because Sim doesn't now. Sim's found a girlfriend and he's working. All those things that real life is all about. You know, he doesn't get down as much as we'd like him to because we like to see him. But but you know when he does turn up.
So
so
the
Ben,
back ship just
Ben.
as well. Yeah.
See, that's from somebody that isn't the world champion. That's acceptable.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know,
But not the world.
not the world champion, especially looking at that curly mop. he's got
Oh,
on his
he
head.
just moved his template before the ship got put back.
Ooh.
But I think that's pretty much right.
Yeah. So it could be stream jitters.
I think nerves are kicking in there. Yeah.
You know. So the thing about Sim's list is that what he's getting. So they got rid of push the limit
Yeah.
from 1.0 to 2.0. But what push the limit did was allow you to do 2 actions and take stress to do it. The way that Sim's got Death Rain and Red Line set up is that they can do multiple actions and not be stressed. So he's found a way around the system.
Which is what Sim does.
Yeah, we're lucky enough to be in like group chats and stuff with him where he puts lists up and you're just thinking, how the hell did you think of that?
Yeah.
Because we sit there for painstakingly hours poring over lists.
Yeah.
Can this work? Can that work? And he'll just go, do you know what? This is what this list should do.
Yeah.
And you'll send it to him. He'll send you it back in like 2 minutes, and it'll be 10 times better than what you've ever come up with. So it's ridiculous. You know, it's gifted.
We've said this before on the streams. He's actually a card player, Sim.
A card player?
He's a Magic player.
Oh, is he?
Yeah. He used to be big. And he does enjoy card games.
Yeah.
But I think that element actually comes into his list building.
Well, he's got an uncanny ability, I think, to just spot a synergy.
Yeah.
Without really thinking. And he'll just go, it does A, B, C and D, whereas someone's thinking, well, does that actually work together?
Yeah.
And he'll go, actually, it does this.
So he's kind of learnt the flying side of it.
Yeah.
But the card and the list building side of it is naturally in him anyhow.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Of course. You know, so with real life kicking in, Sim's obviously he's got a lot more money now.
Yeah.
And I'm sure George appreciates that.
Yeah.
From a point of view of, you know, getting down here and practicing on a Tuesday and you know, fly casual Tuesdays and stuff.
Yeah, when you're at that age, other things come to the fore, don't they?
Well,
and so they should.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, it's about enjoying your life, isn't it?
Yeah.
So, but it will never amount to anything. It will never amount to anything. I read that somewhere.
Oh,
online.
did you really?
Yeah. It will never amount to anything, and let's hope Ben doesn't win here because it will ruin Simeon's legacy.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Yeah, these are kind of things that are going about in the X-Wing scene in a minute about various other people. Well, what they're saying, you know, it's not.
I just tend not to take any notes.
No, and that's the best way. But we just use it as banter. tongue-in-cheek stuff.
Yeah.
So yeah, Rich, yay Sim, I love the charlatans. So yeah, we've been saying for a while now that Sim's been looking like the lead singer, Tim Burgess from the Charlatans.
Yeah.
So it's all good. There's no engagements just yet, so I think they're positioning. What Sim is actually doing is he's creating a big arc.
Yeah.
So you can see Whisper's gone out wide. He's got Whisper kind of behind the X-Wings already.
Yeah.
So for Whisper to take any shots, though, the X-Wings and the A-Wings need to start turning around. And that's where Whisper's dangerous. Because he'll decloak probably 2 forwards and then start to come in through the rock field.
Yeah. Yeah, quite. It's going to take a while for those bombers to engage, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, I'm not sure, but they've got Trad Sim.
So they can throw bombs out the front, can't they?
Yeah. So you could use the 5 template to push bombs forward. As you can see there, he's done there.
Yeah.
In between those 2 rocks. So I think what he's doing is he's clearing the rocks.
I've just got that to do.
Yeah.
Excuse me, guys, for a minute. I'll leave you with Steve.
Yes. So I'm on my own, no boss, no filter. What do you want to talk about? I'm going to make a brew actually. So I'll be right back. So I'm just making myself a tea while this is going on. It's tough work being a commentator, especially at a Warlords tournament. There's so many things that certain people bring. But we are seeing a lot of like X-Wing Luke wedge builds going out there in a minute. We're also seeing this imp build that Sim's flying today. There was like slight variations of it at UKCC as well. So it's pretty filthy. Commentating on making myself a drink. So that's the sugar just gone in.
What goes in first?
Well, see, this is a thing. For me, if it's tea,
Yeah.
the water goes in first.
Is that right?
If it's coffee, the milk goes in first.
Oh, wow.
So, because you don't want to burn the beans, apparently. That's what I heard, and it does taste different.
Yeah, so they say.
But yeah, tea is tea bag, sugars, water,
The hot water has to go on the tea bag.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
and then
Yeah.
milk.
Because you can't, in fact, that urn is probably not hot enough for proper tea. Yeah. Because it has to be really hot, doesn't it?
Yeah. I mean, obviously, if you put the milk in on the coffee,
Yeah.
then the coffee actually tastes different. But if you put the water in on the milk and the
Yeah.
coffee, it's a softer taste.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Back to X-Wing.
Yeah. Okay, so Sim's has done the bump there, so you can see now that the X-Wings are starting to come in. It looks like a range 3 shot. Okay, so hit crit on the Reds.
We're losing the green on this overlay,
Yeah.
unfortunately. We just need something. At the moment, the dice are resting on a grey background, guys, so that's why we're losing it. We will try and improve it.
Yeah.
At lunchtime, I'll send somebody out to get some blue or purple paper to put underneath it. Probably Rasta, since he's colourblind.
Yeah.
Keeps telling us. If you didn't know.
Yeah, yeah. And the quality of his painting.
Yeah, I don't know how he
I
does
don't
it.
know how he does
yeah,
it. Yeah, I don't know how he does it.
Apparently, when he worked for Games Workshop, they used to actually relabel his paints.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because you'd have to have them all lined up, and it was
right.
only the names of the paints that he actually knew. So
I don't know how you can do that though. It's like if you
mess with them.
If you're looking at stuff like for blending purposes and. You know,
I guess you're not colourblind to shades, you know, lighter and darker, but to colours, yes.
But
I don't know. Yeah.
You know when he paints stuff and he goes, because sometimes we get it in the chat. He'll post a picture.
Yeah,
of what
he
he's doing,
did it to us yesterday.
and he'll go, "Oh, what about this? What is this the right colour? You
Yeah.
know, it's just like thematic.
Yeah.
And it's perfect.
Yeah.
You know, and I don't get it. So well, how do you know? So he did an orange decimator, didn't he, for somebody, which was done in the RAC colours.
Yeah. And he matched the colour perfectly.
Yeah, that was like perfect. I don't know.
But then I guess that is a colour that's probably written down somewhere.
Yeah.
A precise colour.
So some people are just naturally gifted at stuff, I think.
Yeah.
You know, and X-Wing and Star Warsy stuff, and you know, painting is actually really difficult for me, but really easy for him. You know.
So.
Yeah.
Where we are.
So what's happened then is that Sim's let the seismic go, and he's taken one of the rocks. So what he's doing is he's taking away any obstacles for those Punishers to move a little bit more freely.
Yeah.
It's not so much about damage; it's about manoeuvrability. So you've got Whisper, who's coming round through the rock field, as expected. She's now cloaked.
Yeah.
So Whisper behind those 4 ships is a dangerous Whisper.
Yeah. She's got the manoeuvre on him.
Yeah. So I think what you'll see with Whisper is when she decloaks, she'll decloak to the right and come round that rock in the middle.
Okay. So decloaking back towards Ben?
Yeah.
Yeah, that way, and then coming.
Yeah, so the decloak will be. So when you decloak, you get rid of the cloak token.
Yeah.
And you move either 2 forwards as a boost, or 2 to the side, 2 straight to the side.
As a barrel roll.
As a barrel roll, yeah. I don't think he's got it to the left, back towards him.
So I think see his dial, but I can't quite make out what he's done in.
So I think what he's done is he's trying to bank in. Okay, so there's the trudge sim. So he's sending the other seismic out. So he's going to get rid of that rock.
What's range on that bomb?
So the range on the bomb is it's any rock within range 1 of that bomb.
Yeah.
You choose the rock, and then anything within range 1 of that rock takes damage. So again, it's not for damage. There you go. There's the 2 barrel roll.
Yeah.
And I'm expecting like a 2 bank or something in, or maybe a 2 forwards. So system phase, you drop your bombs, you decloak.
Did he not put himself in range of his own bomb there?
Yeah, but what he has got is ablative plating.
So
right, ablative
so
plating. If you take any damage from bombs, or from obstacles,
you roll, don't you?
Well, this would be a natural 1 damage on a seismic blow up.
Right.
But you can spend one of your charges to negate 1 of the damage.
Yeah.
So because you're only taking 1 damage from that rock blowing up, you just negate it.
There we go.
So before you suffer damage from an obstacle or from a friendly bomb detonating, you may spend 1 charge. If you do, prevent 1 damage.
Well, that's quite nice.
Yeah. So it means that with him flinging bombs about, he just won't take any damage.
So he's used the bomber as a blocker.
Yeah.
To try and keep those ships down there in that corner, hasn't he? Effectively. Yeah. And then,
So he's yet to move with Death Rain. Chances are he will still move. He's just boosted off his pilot ability after launching a bomb. So yeah, there's the 3 forwards from Whisper. So you can see now Whisper's totally got. There's no shots really, unless the Sheathpede wants to do something.
He has kind of boxed him in, hasn't he?
Yeah. So this is red line, so he's advanced censoring by the looks of things. Yeah, that means he can't do any other actions, but he does with that particular ship. You can do. You get a second. I think you get focus after doing an action, but it's a gain, so it gets around advanced sensors shutting off the fact that you can do multiple actions. So it's actually really good. He's still getting like good action economy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so we're going to see some damage here soon.
Yeah. Okay, that's interesting. So he's gone for Whisper. He's changed and gone for Whisper. I'm guessing that's with. I'm hoping that was with Luke. No, that was with Wedge.
Yeah?
Yeah.
So we're saying Luke's over this left hand side, near Sim.
Yeah.
Near Sim.
So it's,
Ooh.
so that goes. Sim spends an ablative plating.
Yeah.
I'm not sure Sim's going to update the app, you know. I think he's going to forget.
We'll see when some damage goes on, but yeah, I don't think he was particularly interested in running the app. If the overlay doesn't update, the guys, it's the world champion's fault. That's 3.
So it's 3 hits. Oh no. Oh no, he's just putting his.
Dice over there, I think.
And now he's updating.
Yeah, shield's gone on Whisper. No, he's doing it.
Good lad. I take back everything that everyone else has said about him.
It was mainly you, weren't it?
Yeah, yeah, normally. Oh.
That's
So
like
looks
2.
like 2, yeah. So looks like 1, looks like a focus. Yeah, so he spends it.
Yeah.
So shot now into.
That's 1.
Looks like a focus rolled. Is he going to spend his focus or take the damage? So it looks like he's going into red line. That looks like 2 focuses and a hit. To my aging eyes.
I don't know what's the hold up with rolling dice on Sim's part. Oh, no. That's like 3 hits to me.
Yeah. So there's a hit.
Yeah, there's a crit
There's a
being
crit gone
launched
through.
there. They're trying to show it to the camera, but that doesn't work because that's. No, they're updating the overlay, but they're not putting the crits in. Well, that's kind of okay, I guess. We can. So it's the sheath torpedo on Luke, is it?
Looks like it. No, onto the bomb, the Punisher.
Ah. Got one shield gone on red line there.
He's done the crit now.
Yeah,
Power
he's done
regulator
the
on
crit,
wedge.
yeah. So we're just catching up with the overlay now, guys.
So
we're cleaning up now.
yeah, he'll spend an evade to recloak.
Yeah. They're back to the dials now. Is everybody shot?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think so.
Yeah.
Looks like it.
So, Steve, your diet. Yeah.
Yeah.
Does it include
What is
jerky?
that?
Jerky.
No.
Can you not eat it?
No, I don't know even know what that is. It looks bad.
You know what jerky is?
No.
Dried meat.
Ooh.
No.
No, not for me, thanks.
You're sure you're clean with it?
Yeah. It seems to be.
It's lovely.
Ooh. What meat is it? It's like steak.
Yeah.
So John's just like cracked open the beef jerkies. I didn't even know what they were. I thought they were some dried out, crispy, meaty stuff.
Well, it's like a leather shoe, really.
Like a leather shoe,
Yeah.
so, but a tasty one.
Very tasty. Yeah.
I'm not sure about my diet, whether that would be.
It's just protein.
Is that all it is?
Lean protein, yeah.
But it's like just shriveled up meat, isn't it?
Well, yeah, dry, yeah, but fruit, nice.
Yeah.
Suck
Yeah,
all
but-
the flavour out of
but
it.
but so's cheesecake. That doesn't look like shriveled up meat.
Oh,
and,
well, that's
and
true.
it doesn't taste like steak. Hello,
How are they
mate.
looking?
Yeah, we're looking all right.
Ash will eat it. Ash eats beef jerky.
Jerky. I'm surrounded by a couple of jerkies here.
It's like a dried up mummy.
Oh, it's good. It's actually
I'm saying
really
what
nice.
part, but
So,
Yeah,
are they
hi.
looking? Any points gone? No. Oh
No,
yeah, Sims
so-
winning.
Yeah, Sims took 29. Not quite sure why.
It's a hard one.
I think he's taken his shields off wedge.
Well,
He has.
But again, we were just talking about the fact that whispers come around the back and then from behind, and then a whisper that's actually behind X-wings is not a good place for the.
No,
the
you should just
X-wings
eat him
to be.
alive, won't
Yeah.
they? Well, they've got 40 minutes left. I'll keep an eye on the rest of them.
So there's the decloaked round the rocks. So the way he was looking there, it probably means he's checking that his bank manoeuvre would work.
yeah.
Okay, so this is the system phase. So red line's dropping bombs now, or death rain, which one of the two.
What's that? Proximity?
That looks to me like
It's not proximity.
no. It looks to me like a proton bomb.
Proton. Do they go off straight away, or
No, so they go off at the end of the activation phase. So after everyone's moved, just
Right.
before the combat phase kicks off.
so it's quite likely that Luke's probably moved away from that then?
Yeah. But it may not, because he may sort of hard 2 rounds because he's.
What's the
trying to get
range
behind.
on it? Proton.
Range 1.
During the system phase, you may spend 1 charge to drop a proton bomb using the 1 forward template.
Yeah. So you can see there that the A-wing, it was a good bomb drop because the A-wing now either has to do another manoeuvre to get out of the range of that bomb,
Yeah.
or take it. There you go. So he's forced him into the barrel roll.
Yeah.
Which has pretty much took Arvel out of the equation.
Yeah, because he doesn't want to get bumped by Arvel, does he?
No. So with K-turn there.
Be stress, will it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it put a stress, but because he's already got a target lock, so the stress doesn't tend to, So basically, what Death Rain's ability does, when he drops a bomb, it allows him to perform free action.
Right. Okay.
So he can boost, he can barrel roll, he can focus, that sort of thing. So this is what I was talking about like earlier with push the limit. So Death Rain, you can kind of chain actions together without taking the stresses.
Yeah.
The Death Rain's really good at the minute. I think we'll see a points uplift in Punishers when FFG do the first wave of points.
Do you think so? Yeah.
Yeah. I think they're undercosted for what they can do, but that's cool. But that's what we've got at the moment. So we've got 4K there. Okay, I think it was Redline that dropped the bomb, not Death Rain. I'm confused as to which one is which. I might nip out and have a quick look at which one's which on the table.
We are quite a distance away from the table, guys, so we don't always get the right ships.
Yeah. Okay, so that would be Luke. So he's Talon rolled.
Talon rolled. Just going to go to the back, surely, to try and stay out of the way. Oh, no.
So he may have decided that, do you know what? I'm not bothered about that bomb.
Death Rain is the bottom one who dropped the protein.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
So Ben Lane's just edged in the lead again. Because points have just now.
Yeah, so he's took half points on Whisper.
Yeah.
Because Whisper had to take one from.
Frenchie wins 200 to 123.
Through their game quick.
Yeah, so Whisper flew onto the rock, took a damage from the rock. So the bomb goes off. I'm not sure who takes damage there. Alright, so there's some crits coming out.
There's quite a few there.
So that looked like a direct hit to me.
Yeah. And surely that's Wedge, because Wedge is the only one without shields.
Yeah.
So I put the Wedge on one, hold it. Once they've updated the overlay.
Not sure.
There's 3 damage down there. That's one hit. That's Whisper taking a damage.
Yeah, so Whisper flew onto the rock.
Yeah.
looks like red line into Arville.
No.
No shots. It's got range 3 into Death Rain.
Yeah.
Guess it's Luke first. Not sure what's going on with that damage. So there's 4 damage.
There's 4 damage there, so that's wedge. That's got to be wedge gone. They seem to be updating everything at the end.
Yeah. So
Focus.
yeah, focus it on.
I think. Should prompt them to update the overlay, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah, wedge has gone there, definitely. Way up to date.
All done. Yeah, so I just gave them a scolding of their life.
I'm sure Sim took that well.
Yeah, he told me to piss off,
Yeah.
bugger off, leave. Yeah, so Sim said he will update it at the end of each round. So
That's fair enough.
So as it sits here now, this is accurate as to what's going on. So Sim's got the lead at 58 points.
Yeah.
So red line is one more hit for half points on red line, I think.
Yeah, Whisper's got damage on him, yeah?
Yeah, so Whisper's got taken 1 damage.
1 damage, lost all shields.
Yeah. So
Death Rain's untouched.
Yes.
Red lines, shield's gone 1 hull.
Yes.
Over the other side, have we lost the shield off Arvel?
Yeah. So lost the shield off Arvel.
Should be
Wedge,
2-2, shouldn't it?
yeah, Wedge is gone. Luke's lost a shield.
Luke's
and
lost
AP's
shield.
untouched.
Untouched.
Yeah. So I don't think Sim sees AP5 as much of a threat, really.
No.
Hence he's just wiping out everything else first. So there's the decloak off the rock. I think you'll see a hard one coming from Sim.
Sim could do with dropping another ship though, just to put that space between him and his opponent.
Yeah, I think you're right. I'm not sure it's far away, to be honest.
Who would you drop first on Sim's list, Whisper or Redline?
You would probably need to take Whisper out of the equation.
Yeah.
Because she's the damage and she's the ace.
Yeah.
But the others are just as dangerous. You know, they're medium base ships with a 3 dice attack that have got bombs for days. You know,
it's a good ship, isn't it?
Yeah. The Punishers, they've really done a good job with the Punishers. Since the 2.0 kicked in. Yeah. So Sim's obviously done the barrel roll there to take any kind of shot that the A-wing or the X-wing may have had, and just get out their arcs. There you go. There's the hard one.
Yeah.
And a barrel roll. Again, that would put him out of the A-wing's arc. And the A-wing's already moved, and it is obviously moving. That barrel also has taken him out of Luke's arc.
Yeah.
Unless Luke obviously does this. Goes to the back, that's it. So he's got arc again, but he's had to use the barrel roll, so he's tokenless. But he's got force, which is always good. So nothing. Yeah.
I suppose the problem is with the bombers, you've got to try nearly every time to get those bombs on target, haven't you?
Yeah, I mean, there's two ways to play bombs. One is to use them for damage,
yeah,
and the other is to use them for control.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, so I prefer to play my bombing list with control.
Got to standby.
It's gone on standby, is it?
You know, because it just forces ships into doing other things. So you kind of control where they're going to be, which is a better thing. What happened to Telly when on standby? Yeah.
Got to drag this stream up onto it again.
Right.
There you go. Have it up. Have your chair.
He's got the best job in the world. There. And you're actually giving him that lifestyle.
Yeah.
And then he just gives you the salute. I mean, what's that all about? That's not good. So the A-wing seems to have disappeared.
So there's two.
So there's 2 blanks there from Sim. There's a couple of damage gone through.
Is it a couple or one? I think he took some token there or something, but.
Oh, you spent the evade. If that was on to Whisper, you spent the evade.
Yeah.
So Whisper would be down to
Whisper's
1 health.
down to 1 now.
Yeah.
So he's got to maximise Whisper.
Yeah.
In this round. Are they back on the dials? Yeah.
Interesting. So Luke. I don't think it would have made any difference to the points apart from Marvel going. Because I'm just trying to work it out. So Death Rain's just still full health. That's ridiculous. Luke's got to do some serious work. He really needed Whisper to go that round, and then he's got a chance, I think. But now Whisper is still.
Go make a coffee.
Okay.
That's right, and it's the
Huh?
Resistance and First Order, none of it's out.
No. Oh, the conversion kit?
Yeah.
No, it's not out.
Any of it. Any of the
Not
stuff.
out till November.
Apart from the Resistance bomber. It's the
Yeah.
only thing available.
So he's going to kill box Luke now.
Yeah.
When you go back out, can you get him to update the overlay?
Yeah.
Cheers. So there's the bump. I think that's clever play from Sim.
Yeah,
what
he's
he's
tried
doing
to
that-
box
yeah.
Luke in
So-
that kill box, hasn't
I don't think Luke can do the 4K.
Got a score for you.
he? Go on then.
Kev wins 200 to 164.
Kev Bellamy, yeah? So Kev getting his win in there.
Yeah.
Oh,
Clever 10.
10. 200 to 164.
Nice one.
Thank you, Simon.
Get them to update the overlay,
Yeah,
Yeah.
please do.
So yeah, he had to bug out with Luke there. But he's still going to take 2 shots from the bombers, from the Punishers.
Yeah.
And the Sheathpede is nowhere. You know, he's going to take a shot from Whisper. I think you'll see Luke do Talon roll or a K turn next turn if he survives, which he should do.
I was about to say I didn't see any damage going to Whisper then. They have updated the
Yeah, so
overlay
they're
now.
updating the overlay now.
Yeah.
And Arvel's gone. as you
Arvel's
can
gone. Yeah.
see. So 97 points to 35. Okay, so
Yeah, I mean, if damage stops go on Luke now, then I think Sim's
Yeah.
got this.
yeah. Okay.
So,
So range 3 or range 2? Don't know.
nothing? Or is that one?
Reroll, so that's one hit.
It's 2.
There's 2 hits. So there's 1. Can't spend the force because it's not an eye. So it looks like range 1 now into Luke.
Miles wins 200 to 108.
Really sorry, guys, if that's a bit of a jolt on your sound when the door opens and closes. Should have a slower.
You can always tell when
Return
Rust
on
comes in because he just bowls in.
Hi! It's not even high, is it?
No. It's like bada 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 bung
Yeah,
bung bada bung,
yeah.
whatever that
Yeah.
means, whatever rubbish he comes out with.
Blip, 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 blap.
Yeah,
I can do it.
yeah, we can all do it.
Yeah.
Just, you know, we're middle-aged men.
Yeah.
Trying to be
Oh,
kids.
so's Rasta, but
I know.
Really-
He probably needs to understand that.
yeah.
But you know
I'll
what?
let you explain it
If
to
he's
him.
happy, if he's happy with his, you know, with the way he is, then that's cool.
Yeah.
And to be honest, he ain't a bad guy.
No, no.
Okay, so Luke's lost his shield. So when Luke goes, because Luke will go, we've got 20 minutes left. Luke, he ain't going to survive for that long. So he's now got half points on Luke as well. So the points are just racking up now for Sim.
Yeah.
I think that bump with Whisper that he just did there was inspired. Because Whisper didn't take a shot.
Yeah.
You know, I don't think any of them took a shot from him.
Yeah.
Oh wait, there the Sheath probably did one out the back into Death Ray
I don't know, that
on his rear arc. Okay, so it's hard 2 round. Opens that arc up at the front. So Whisper.
I'm about ready for a lunch break now, Steve.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's some beef jerky on the side.
Is there? It's lovely, mate. Would you like to try some fruit and nut seed?
No, I'm all right.
Yeah.
No, thank you.
Some mango pieces.
No, I'm good. I like banana pieces, but not mango pieces, which is strange, really.
Yeah. I'm down with the seed and nuts, actually.
I skipped breakfast this morning, so
I did as well. I had,
really eat something.
I had one of those stupid cakes out there, and I wish I hadn't.
Oh, right.
Yeah. They are lovely, though.
Those big iced.
Danish world.
Is that, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're mint. They're So there's cakes in store now. So if you're ever doubting about coming to Warlords, we now have cake. I think that's the thing, isn't it?
Yeah.
So we have. So I'm guessing that's the cash and carry.
Yeah.
Right. So they do these boxes of like 20 cookies.
Yeah.
And those cookies are just amazing.
Yeah, they are very good. Yeah. Yeah.
The cinnamon oat and
Yeah,
raisin
yeah,
ones.
yeah,
They're
yeah,
crazy
yeah.
good. So now you know what my favourite cookie is and how I like my coffee.
Yeah, if anybody sends a care package to Steve for Weekend Warlords.
Cookies and coffee.
Yeah.
Okay, so AP5 has lost a shield, so now he's got half points on that as well. Lost a shield in 2 hull, by the looks of things. So no range on Luke, so Luke's getting out of there. But to be fair, Luke can't afford to get out of there because he's lost.
Yeah, he's well out now.
So AP is now shooting into the Punishers. That looks like 2 hits to me, and a blank from Sim. So it takes 2 damage.
So that's coming down on red line, yeah?
I would have thought so.
Because Shield's still on death ray.
Yeah, so red line would have taken those 2. So red line's down to 3 now.
Yeah.
So that just gets half points on red line for him.
Yeah, if it goes to points, it's not going to catch up now, I don't think, is it?
No. But Sim's got him on the run, and that's Sim's obviously one of the best players in the world, if not. I know he's the world champion, but
yeah,
that's one tournament, and that's no discrediting him at all. But he is one of the best players in the world.
Yeah.
It wasn't just luck that he won that tournament. I think there's a Dellopina thing going on within X-Wing where if your surname's Dellopina, you'd naturally be good at the game. So I've got my forms into deed poll at the moment.
Yeah.
To call myself Steve Dellopina.
Is that right?
It might help my game. That's all I'm thinking.
I hope it does, because it's a bit of a disappointment if it doesn't, Steve.
no more disappointment than what the game is currently. So yeah, it's but it's beautiful to watch the way they fly. It's I learn more from watching those guys than I do from trying to do my own thing and
yeah. I mean, there are occasions when you just see those little flashes of inspiration, don't you? That these things that you wouldn't normally think of.
Yeah.
It's like when he created that kill box down there. It didn't quite come off perfectly, but it almost did.
Yeah.
And the way he put that together.
Yeah, so Sim made a mistake, I think, by flying onto the rock a couple of turns previous. Yeah. Which puts Whisper in a dangerous position because he took a damage. So I think, with hindsight, he would have liked to avoid that. Yeah. But it just shows no one's infallible.
No, of course not.
And you're not. I could put those 3 ships on the table that Sim's got, and I would get beaten more times than I'd win. Yeah. And that's just the difference between how we're flying and how people fly. Yeah. And the guys, that are here, we obviously were blessed with a huge amount of talent at the store. Yeah. But that's because we're not afraid to kind of make mistakes. Yeah.
And you do practice a lot.
Yeah.
You guys, you practice every week. On that Tuesday night, there's so many games of X-Wing that are played within store. And it's almost like drilling, to be honest with you. And
it's like a grind.
I know you probably see it as having fun.
Yeah.
But it can be quite something to see.
Let's be kind of like really honest about it. From my point of view, I can't talk for anybody else in the room, obviously, but from my point of view, I am competitive. I want to be competitive.
Yeah.
But I don't want that competitiveness to be at the expense of the guy I'm playing.
Yeah.
So I don't want him to be like upset with the fact that I'm super competitive, where I have to do.
Yeah.
You know, to do the best moves all the time, and because you never get better unless you know how to learn.
Yeah.
You know, and you learn by losing.
Yeah.
And that makes us better, but that then counteracts the competitiveness.
Yeah.
So when you accept, and I think a lot of the guys in the room, because we've taken average players over the last year and made them into cut making players or regional winners or whatever, and that's nothing to do with the fact that Rasta's here or the fact that Sim plays with us. It's to do with the fact that the guys actively go out to find the best players to play so they can improve their game.
Yeah.
They go in expecting to lose the game.
Yeah.
You know, I love playing Kev Bellamy. I love playing Tim Marsden. You know, Rasta and Sim, obviously. You know, Paul Smith. I love playing people like that because I know I'm going to lose, but I'm going to learn so much more.
Yeah, you have to play the best players to get good at any game. It doesn't matter what the game is.
You know, and the hardest thing is to not get disheartened because you know you're improving. And this is like a little Warlords bubble, right? So we're in Warlords bubble. We come in, we play, we lose more than we win because of the calibre of player that we've got here, especially on a Tuesday night. But then what happens is then we go out to wider tournaments, and actually we're not that bad. We're pretty good.
Standard's pretty high.
Because the average player here is actually a good player elsewhere. And for me, that's not arrogance. That's the truth. That's factual. And there is a reason why Warlords has the reputation in the X-Wing circle that it has, and that's because that we don't go out and trounce the competition, but we give good games. Yeah. And people enjoy playing against us. Yeah. And it doesn't matter whether we win or lose, but inside it obviously does. Yeah. But we're not going to let the other opponent see that. Yeah. We're going to be gracious in defeat and humble in victory. Yeah. And that's the Warlords way that I've learned over the course of time. I know I'm gushing a little bit about the store, but it really does give us the platform to become good at what we want to be good at.
The team's done very well.
You know, we've got casual players here that not really that bothered about it. You know, we've got competitive players. Yeah. We've got world champions, European champions, regional champions, store champions, whatever. But what we've got from all of that, it isn't about the results, it's about the reputation. Yeah.
And these weekends only serve to improve that because players come from all over and they're of all calibres. And it only improves the team even further because they play amongst so many different players from all over the region, all over the country.
What have we got? We've got Alex Bruce come up from London today. Yeah. We've got Ben Lane, who's on the stream. He's come down from Yorkshire. Yeah. We've got a couple of guys from Harlequins here.
Yeah.
You know, and to be fair, you know, Miles Stevenson lives out in Peterborough. He's 18, doesn't have a car. Yeah. You know, he's at University of Nottingham, so he just jumps on the train.
Train comes over.
So a little story about Miles. Yeah. So you know Lee Taylor and Ashley Taylor and Tanny Taylor. Yeah. The first family of X-Wing.
Yeah.
Right. Obviously Ashley goes to have her dialysis and stuff done in Nottingham. Yeah. So Miles contacted Lee and said, "I'm at Nottingham Uni. If you want to kill some time, do you mind if I bring my X-Wing stuff up to the hospital and I can sit and kill some time with you while you're waiting?" What an absolute legend! He doesn't even know them. He knows them through us. Yeah. But and then I think he met up with him yesterday or the day before while they were with Ashley's dialysis. Yeah. And he told Lee that he was offered a place at one of the London universities. Yeah. But he chose Nottingham because it was closer to Warlords.
Really?
You know, looking back at my age now, probably not the best decision, basing your life choices on where the stores are. Yeah. But do you know what? Fair play to the guy. Such a nice guy. Yeah. And if you see Miles on the circuit, anybody, you know, tell him hi. You know, put your arm around him. Tell him he's an awesome.
That's a lovely story.
So Miles, I met Miles a tournament here about 3-4 months ago, and I've been to other tournaments with him in Peterborough.
Yeah.
And do you know what? He's one of the nicest guys. He always messages me with a new list and asks me my advice, and I message him with my lists, and we have chats about stuff, and he's really enthusiastic. Yeah. Fair play to the guy. I genuinely think he's a credit to this scene. You know, so
yeah. Oh, yeah. Let's drop one there.
I'm guessing that's Death Ray because he's on full. He's on full health, so one shield off him ain't going to make a lot of difference. So Whisper's closing down the Sheathpede. Okay, forwards.
Sheathpede's just on 2 hull now.
Yeah. Oh right, so Luke's got a shield back from the R2.
Yeah, R2. Yeah.
So that's taken the half points away.
But does it really?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, is that right?
So yeah, you only get half points if at the end state of the game
it's
less
in
than
the
half
right
health.
place. Yeah.
So you can regen and get those points back.
Oh, okay.
So if you're managing your MOV, a clever player might do that properly.
Hi guys, we're in the last 8 minutes of this round. More than likely we will break for lunch after this. I will find out the time that we are coming back, which I guess will be 2 o'clock, but I'll confirm that in a minute or two.
Yeah.
And then we will start a new stream.
Yeah.
So go and have your lunch.
Make a brew.
Yeah, and join us back.
Eat a cookie.
Yeah, eat a cookie.
Send them to Weekend Warlords.
Yeah, have a strong coffee.
For the attention of Steve Theobald.
I was here until 12. They wrote me into F&M last night.
Oh, did they?
Yeah, I'm quite enjoying Magic at the moment.
Yeah,
I have to say, yeah.
I play it online a little bit, you know, and like apps on the phone.
Have you played the new?
No, just it's nothing. It's one of those things where, as with all gaming,
yeah,
as soon as you get involved and invest,
it can suck you in. Yeah,
it's a drain, which is good for you as a store owner.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Games are addictive. Let's be fair about it. Yeah.
But it's no good for me as somebody that hasn't really got a. Okay, so the Madge Z is now following us on Twitch. Thanks for that, Madge.
Nice one.
Yeah.
Again, if you're new to following us on Twitch and you have an Amazon Prime account, you get 1 Twitch subscription, and if you subscribe to that, that actually gives us money to do more streaming.
Doesn't cost you anything.
Doesn't cost you anything because you get 1 with your Amazon Prime.
Yeah.
If you give that to us.
And if you don't like it after a month, you can switch it. But there's absolutely zero chance of that happening because we're awesome.
Yeah. We stream mainly X-Wing, obviously, but we also try and stream everything we do in store. It's a gaming store. We play lots of games all the time.
Yeah, so I
think there's a phrase in
there. There is, all the games all the time. Do you know what? That might be a great buzzword.
Yeah, it might be. Strapline,
yeah. So yeah, we come down. Do you know what? Most evenings in Warlords, it's rammed.
Yeah.
It's absolutely packed out with role players, people playing Magic, Legion players, Warhammer 40k players, X-Wing players.
Yeah.
It is just crazy busy every night of the week. So if you do want to come down, book a table, ring them up, book a table.
Yeah.
Tuesday nights is X-Wing practice night. So that's your first one's free, and then it's £1 to play as many of the Warlords as you want to play.
Yeah. And you will get games as well. If you come down with your X-Wing list and say hi to people, don't sit in the corner, say hi, they're all friendly. Yeah. They will give you games of X-Wing until...
Yeah. New players, that's it. Yeah. So there's a handshake. 5 minutes ago, I think that's a 200 to Sim. And 35 to Ben.
Yeah.
And there was a point in that game, you know, that I thought it would be closer than that.
Yeah, I did as well. And then slowly Sim...
Yeah, he just eked it away. Just, you know, the kill box, the positioning, I think it's just,
well, I wouldn't say flawless, but it's
no, I don't think it was flawless.
Awful lot better than it looked to start with.
Yeah, I don't think it was flawless from Sim, but I think he's a very good player.
Yeah,
you know, and that list is brutal.
Yeah.
The bombs did what the bombs needed to do. You'll see that he cleared out Sim's half of the board. He's almost cut a line down the middle of the board of what he can fly in and what he had to get the others to sort of fly through. And as soon as Luke went through that rock field, I think he had to get out of the way, but it was all over.
Yeah, it was, wasn't it?
You know, so good performance by Ben, though. You know, I'm not sure that he did enough with Arvel to get the bumps and to get that intimidation off, but let's not take it away from Ben. Sim absolutely knows that that's the way that works, so he will do everything he can to avoid that. So it is a battle of pilots.
Yeah.
So what's that? Amazon PRPRPRPRPRT.
I think he's trying to type Prime, but maybe he's had a stroke or something. I don't know.
I don't know what he's doing while he's watching X-Wing. I didn't think he was.
Josh, are you okay?
Yeah. We need to just let us know, dude. We need to know you're okay.
Yeah.
So the Amazon Prime thing, it gives the store a little bit of cash to then reinvest in this sort of thing.
Yeah.
It makes us better at what we do as a streaming point of view. But like I was saying, Tuesday nights, do you know what? If you're in the area, get down.
Yeah.
Go onto the Weekend Warlords Facebook page, put in there that you're going to be about, you'll get games. And you may even get to play me.
Yeah. And he may even wear his cape for you.
Yeah, I may even wear the cape.
Yeah.
But there is a small charge for that.
Is there?
Yeah.
There are extras, aren't there?
Yeah, there are extras. You know, like if you go to like a sports massage place.
Really?
There are extras depending on. Yeah. Anyway, just a nice little kind of diversion tactic now. So Josh is saying that. So even if people have used this month, they can get next month on Weekend Warlords. I don't know where Weekend Warlords is, but
well, it's probably not as bad as Weekend Warlords,
as was on the intros,
and still is.
So who? Oh, is it?
Yeah, I've not changed it. I'm never going to change it. Why would I change it?
So who was the other one that mentioned it? Because I mentioned it to her. He said
I'm not sure. There was two people.
I think it was Jeff. Was it Jeff Ball?
It might have been.
I don't know.
Yeah. Jeff's quite savvy on that sort of stuff. Yeah. So, I don't know how that happened though, because that was just copy and pasted from somewhere. So somewhere in the roots of everything, there's that mistake even further back.
Oh really?
Yeah. I don't know where it is.
I love it.
Yeah, it's quite...
And then when it turned into one of the questions on Raster I thought that's brilliant.
Yeah.
And did people notice it? Did you get a lot of interest for that?
Yeah, it was 30 comments back on that.
Really? Yeah,
I think
sweet.
something like that.
That's
So
good.
yeah,
that's good.
Sorry, you weren't allowed to enter that. Steve.
No, sorry. Yeah, I wasn't allowed. I don't know what the prize was. Oh, it was all art cards, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Results coming in.
200 to 60.
George wins 200 to 60. Took his time.
To 60.
Oh, triple Ewing. So that's Ryan. That's a shame. I was rooting for Ryan.
Right, guys, we're going to put the scrolling standings up. We're going to kill the mic though, and then in probably about 5 minutes or so, we're going to cut this stream. We will come back with a new stream around about 2 o'clock.
Yeah, about 2.
Yeah.
Just after 2.
All right.
And it gives me time to get some lunch.
Yeah.
See you in a bit.
See ya.